Brazil, and we saw the Eagles get the victory.
Hey, Daniel.
Coming out party, had 3 touchdowns.
Come on in, Lions fan.
So he's ready.
You're a Lions fan. Come on in. Come on in if you're a football fan. Tell me who you looking for tonight. Lions, or like I like to call them, a.k.a. the Minnesota Vikings chokeholders, loser weeps.
The key for him is going to be alignment with the front office. That's going to be a very important factor. Don't be surprised if he ultimately stays put in Detroit. One last thing. Earlier today, Fox reported that multiple teams are interested in trading for Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell. I talked to a Vikings source just a few minutes ago. I was told, we love Kevin, and he's not being traded.
Dun 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 dun
appreciate
dun.
the update, Florio. We will stay tuned to PFT for the latest. Well, it's starting to get loud. It's starting to get
real loud. Yeah.
Both teams on the field, stretching out, getting prepared for this Week 18 showdown. 2 teams with 14 wins we've never seen in the history of the NFL. Kevin O'Connell, he's a player's coach. We love seeing him celebrate in the locker room. And this is the big one, what you play the game for. Can't wait to see it.
Football Night in America. Presented by Applebee's.
Got an NFL offer.
Don't play with me.
Then we'll take it.
Aren't you a little too old to be playing football?
Wait, what?
They want somebody that can run a 40, not somebody that is 40. When the coach calls your number, you gonna say G56. Bingo. How you gonna celebrate a win? You gonna give everybody butterscotch candy? Probably out your pocket with no wrappers on it. Just gonna give them raw candy. That's nasty, by the way.
With DraftKings, new customers turn $5 into $150 if your bet wins, paid instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours. Little Caesar's stuffed crazy crust is stuffed with cheese and has a delicious buttery garlic flavored crust. And it's $9.99, making it the lowest price in stuffed crust. And I'm out of time. There was more time. Pizza, pizza.
At Kohl's Ultimate Clearance Event, experience the thrill of the hunt. Save up to 70% on hidden gems waiting to be discovered, like stylish favorites for the season and so much more. Now at Kohl's.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. Because it's the things you make that show what you're made of. You are a fighter, and this is your new mark. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your school's saying first before saying it.
High tide! High tide, guys! High tide! High tide! High tide! High tide!
It's roll time.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Go, friends!
What the hell is that coming?
Chris!
That is stupid.
Friends, let's go, friends! Hold on to your tight. That's roasting, friend. Thank you. How we doing, Kiki?
Tastes like money to me.
I can't go back to jail! Wait, did you
I can't choose the Lions.
Are we winning? Buddy, power, friendship. Let's go!
This is nice.
I'm a little nervous to try Blue Cruise for the first time.
Go ahead and hit the cruise control button.
Okay, just let go.
No, I'm supposed to. Okay. See the steering wheel moving.
Don't touch him yet. Oh, wow. This is amazing.
Oh my god. This is very
I
nice.
gotta shut the damn screen over.
In 5 days,
Interrupt the World Diamond Center.
I'm gonna do it with you. Okay. The best heist movie in years. When it goes on.
Feeling it?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. Thieves too.
My baby girl is home.
Family reunion.
You're sweet and sensitive, and she likes to shoot things.
With Southern hospitality.
Why don't you take your own and paintball? We were on the same team.
Happy's Place. Friday on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome to the Hyundai Sunday Night Kickoff.
So it's pretty simple. The winner, they take the division. The bye and home field advantage throughout. The loser, they have a game next weekend on the road at the Rams.
So there is a lot on the mind of Kevin O'Connell, huge game coach, and Coach Dungy stopped by Minnesota to talk some ball with the Vikings head coach.
When I got this job, I wanted to be a coach that I would want to play for. All of it comes with we enjoy the heck out of being around each other. We're having a blast, and I credit our players.
Speaking of having a blast, the whole country got to see this.
Yeah, I've been asked about this.
This is what you were trying to create, though, right?
I mean, honestly, that was my feeling at the time. And I told our players, this moment is my why. And Sam has benefited greatly from that.
How do you create that for the quarterbacks? What's the secret formula for that?
I think it comes down to I get to be lockstep connection with that quarterback.
Sam, tell these guys we got these guys on the rope.
In game, they would probably tell you they're tired of hearing my voice.
Are you glad they don't have an on?
Yeah, I say that all the time. I'll ask questions. Why aren't they talking back to me?
I'm going to turn this over to you.
You know, we will go, Coach, sometimes weeks without getting number 18 single coverage. But we never want to miss an opportunity. You can see Sam right here. I'm going to send this motion. If I feel like this thing is going to go single high, and that's him right there. And Sam's going to be decisive. Watch him put his back foot in the ground right there.
Right now, I got 18 one-on-one. That's why
I throw it anywhere near that Seahawks logo right there. We're more at home with this look right here. Watch the way both Justin and Jordan Addison up top, outside release this thing.
Stretch those things.
I use this term a lot. We're touching every blade of grass on the field. What that does, it puts maximum stress on everybody in the middle of the field. Look at this throw.
The weak spot, get the ball there before they can react. That is awesome.
Great decision. Put these guys away right now. So pretty proud of you, man.
Do you take into consideration what Sam likes and what you've seen during the week?
My favorite meeting of the week is I get together with Sam on Saturday and I get a red pen out and I'm hoping and praying that he's going to say, I don't like this play or that play, and that sucker gets crossed out quick and it's never to be seen again, at least for that game. We'll bring it back in a few weeks and try to call it something else, I guess. But that's the intent, is nothing is being called that Sam isn't totally comfortable with.
What a great combo there, and we are on the field presented by Hyundai. Coach O'Connell, in just a year, he took Sam Darnold from a backup to a Pro Bowler. So how did he do it, Coach?
I think he did it by making it quarterback friendly and, as he said, doing the things that Sam Darnold likes. I was talking to Sam during the warm-ups and he said his biggest thing tonight is the pre-snap operation with this crowd, making sure I hear Coach, making sure the players can hear me, because once we snap the ball, everything is black and white. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have great confidence in what I'm doing.
I got to give a lot of credit to wide receiver coach for the Minnesota Vikings, Keenan McCardle. He's done a terrific job. That room has developed, and that's the name that they keep telling me. Jordan Addison, he's gotten a lot better. Jalen Naylor, he's their third wide receiver. He's playing some of his best football, but a lot of credit goes to Keenan McCardle.
And Coach O'Connell said that one of the big things is Justin Jefferson is so unselfish. He's a #1 talent, but he doesn't care who gets the ball, and that really helps the quarterback as well.
When you're getting double and triple team, he's sitting there laughing because he understands that his other guys have an opportunity to make plays.
Coach O'Connell, Josh McCown, they have that cool, chill personality. It seems to work perfectly with Sam Darnold and that California cool that he brings to the table. Maria Taylor.
I appreciate it, Jack. We just saw the Lions. They were walking right behind him, headed back in the locker room. We heard the crowd roar, and they've been roaring a lot here at Ford Field about this offense. They lead the league in scoring offense. What's impressed you most this season about them, Jake?
Oh, I love them from top to bottom. They're really talented. 7 first-round picks on this offense, so let's start there. But I love the play caller, Ben Johnson. The best offensive coordinators and play callers, they're aggressive. They attack constantly. Every down is first down. There's the idea that we're going to make 3 yards and 3 yards and go make third down. That's not the approach here. They make a ton of first downs on first and second down, putting constant pressure on the defense, and I love their physicality. He wants to run the football, and that opens up everything else.
There's not a weakness of the offense, really. If you break it down and you go, oh, the defensive coordinator, he might take this away. If you overplay one area of their offense, I promise you Jared Goff and Ben Johnson are going to something else. And that's what makes them so dynamic.
And that's why Minnesota, Brian Flores, defensive coordinator, you got to use the first game. They tried to blitz Detroit. That didn't work. Detroit had answers. I think they switch it up. They have a disguise element to them, and they only blitzed a couple times this game. where they go all out and they're patient and they don't let them have to
Tactical
big play.
blitzing.
Exactly.
Yeah, you see the Vikings, they're still on the field here behind us. I did see B-Flow before, and he was FaceTiming his son. He said he does it before every game. He's like, he likes to take in the atmosphere. It was a cool moment, but he's ready to get after it on defense against this Lions offense. All right, let's get back into our highlights and what we've already seen today. Starting with the Dolphins taking on the Jets. The Dolphins had a slim chance of making it into the playoffs. They did need a win and a little bit of help, but they're going against the Jets, and Aaron Rodgers came to play.
Hey, Maria, it's hard to throw a touchdown pass in the NFL. How about 500 of them? This is the 500th. Tyler Compton catches it. Aaron Rodgers threw 4 touches today, ending up with 503 for his career.
Yeah.
Hard to do.
5th player in NFL history with 500 career touchdown passes. This was Rodgers' first game with 4+ touchdown passes. But for the first time in the Mike McDaniel era, they will be missing the playoffs in Miami. Oh, the boos are raining down. The Vikings are huddling up. Let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Broncos. Broncos win and in.
We're saying hi to B-Flow real quick. The Broncos won. Bo Nix looked great. B-Flow's hugging me. It's a great segment. But Bo Nix came out 18 for 18. Marvin Mims here on the screen pass. He's become quite the weapon for this Broncos offense. And then it continued, Maria. Nix on fire. His favorite target right here, Cortland Sutton. Nice movement in the pocket. Finds him in the back of the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, with 18+ receiving yards, he hit a $500K incentive with that one.
Oh, cha-ching. And it's better to be lucky than good sometimes. Interception, drop, touchdown. Stephon Bailey gets it. Way to go. Broncos in the playoffs, 38-0 over the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, so they will be the 7th seed, which means they will be traveling to Buffalo. Denver, 10+ wins for the first time since 2015. That was the last time that Denver made the playoffs. Yeah, I see. You guys are all believers. We're partying like it's 2015 right now in the AFC for the Broncos. But what do you like about them going into the playoffs, Devin?
Buffalo's not a fun place to go to, but Denver and their style can travel well. They can run the football, but most importantly, they have a good defense. They're going Buffalo and try to win. Ultimately, I like Buffalo, but I think Denver's a team that's going to have a shot to go and try to get an upset.
Okay, there were some other things that we were still waiting to see, so let's go to the NFC South. It was up for grabs, and it was a crazy back-and-forth day in those 1 o'clock games, and it came down to the wire. The Buccaneers needed a win, they were in, and the Falcons needed a win and a Bucs loss to get in. We start with the Bucs going against Spencer Rattler and the Saints.
You're looking at all these times. Rattler finds Dante Patterson in the back of the end zone. Big touchdown for the Saints right there.
Okay, well, let's go in Atlanta, see what's going on. They're taking on the Panthers right now.
It's a shootout. It's 17-7. Bryce Young is hot, and the lefty, he's throwing rocket launchers out there to Drake London. Touchdown. That was his target today.
Falcons were up at the half.
Damn right.
Back in Tampa. Right now, Baker's trying to shake and bake.
Right before 3 o'clock, Devon Payne threw him in the back of the end zone, and Tampa says we're still
Listening to some highlights from earlier right now. Vikings are in the last 5 games are 5-0. Lions in the last 5 games are 4-1.
What a strong finish to the end of the year. And then it continues. He stays hot, slant route, more touchdown. And we're sitting here now. Carolina's up 31-24.
Just know we have both these games on the screen room. We're watching them going back and forth. It's 3:31. Tampa Bay 4th and 8 here. Gotta have it.
Baker Mayfield said, hold on, I'm going to find somebody, my new favorite target, Nick Miller with a huge catch. Might have picked up a little penalty here. And, you know, we can get over this. Baker Mayfield said, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Flag for unsportsmanlike conduct. He was like, my celebration was not good. I was trying to point to the
I'm just pointing.
That wasn't it. 2 plays later, he gets redemption.
Baker Mayfield moves up in the pocket, looks down the field, on the go. Look at this catch right here. Toe, swag, drag. Look at that right there.
That throw. That was a laser.
That's the first lead for the Bucs off of that Jalen McMillan touchdown. Back in
Yeah.
Atlanta, it's 3:40. Falcons down 7.
Michael Penix said, don't panic. I got us, Atlanta. No problem. Drake London down the middle. Skinny post, puts it on the money. Michael Penix did a lot of good things. And then, this was the story of the day, as Atlanta couldn't stop Carolina's offense. Bryce Young escapes the pocket, looking downfield, and shows that he can get some yards with those legs.
That is the 5th touchdown for Bryce Young. Yeah, the 10 yards, that was good. Ensuing Falcons drive, they need a score.
And Bijan Robinson was phenomenal today. We didn't show all his highlights, but he made a lot of great runs today and had a really good performance.
170 rushing yards for Robinson. Meanwhile, back in Tampa, Bucky's like, I got to run it in too.
Tampa Bay Baker Mayfield said, hey, Atlanta, don't worry about what you're doing over there. We're closing this game out. Bucky Irvin right there. Ends up being a pitch play, scores on a rushing touchdown.
Yep.
Last chance for the Saints here. The playoff on the line for the Bucs. It's 4th and 5.
4th and 5, and a little bit short through the hands. And Tampa Bay, yeah, we got to stop. But most importantly, we get to go back on offense.
Yeah, because you know what that means. Mike Evans, he needs 5 yards to reach 1,000 yards for the 11th straight season. And guess what they do?
And what I loved about this from a Tampa Bay perspective, after he makes his catch, look at the team. This isn't an individual award. This is a team award. They were all so excited.
Yeah, the Falcons lost 44-38 in overtime. We saw Mike Evans tie Jerry Rice's NFL record. The celebration continues in the locker room. And let's hear from Baker Mayfield after the big win.
He deserves that. This guy means so much to the community, this team, this organization for years. And for him to be able to reach that feat 11 years in a row and tie Jerry Rice is it's unbelievable.
Hey, come on in. Come on over.
For the All-State check-in, let's talk about what was unbelievable about Baker Mayfield using his legs, a career-high 68 yards rushing in this game.
As we're listening.
Known for his legs, known for his big arm, aggressive passing. But on 3rd downs today, which are all these scrambles and plays you're going to see here, Baker made incredible plays with his legs. They were 10 for 16 on 3rd downs, and it was because of plays like this from Baker Mayfield.
And what I love about this is Baker says, yes, I have all these weapons, but I'm going to play determined. Running and picking up these first downs. It's playoff atmosphere football. Not worried about sliding or getting down. He's going to get these first downs.
Line 1 when you're evaluating a quarterback.
Yeah,
Line 2 is having a little stuff in your neck. And that's what this guy has right here. We saw it all day long. They're down in the game when it came to crunch time.
Right.
He took over. This is going to be a dangerous team.
He energized the team with those runs during the game.
Come here.
All right, that was the All-State check-in. So Tampa Bay, they get the victory and they get the 3 seed, so they'll be taking on Washington in the NFC. You can take a look at the bracket here. We're waiting for that number 1 overall seed. That all comes down to our game here today. Philly is going to host Green Bay, and then we've got the Rams. They are going to take on either Detroit or Minnesota based on how this all shakes out. We got a lot still on the line tonight, but Rodney was able to catch up with Lions running back Jahmyr Gibbs just a little bit earlier.
Coach Campbell decided to play you guys last week. What did that do for this team?
I mean, we wanted to play all along, you know. I think it was personal to us, and yeah, we just wanted that one back.
David Montgomery is out. You get the bulk of the carries. How has that changed your approach?
I mean, I put Cherry Gibbs the same, so me personally, it didn't change anything. So.
When you look at these stands, you see all these people loud and cheering for you guys. What does that do for you guys' energy?
I mean, it definitely gets us ready to go. We're doing a great job throughout the whole season, coming to home games and away games. So, cheers to all the fans, just keep it going.
Wish you the best, brother.
Thank you.
It's the calm before the storm for Sonic Jahmyr Gibbs, hoping to get it going in the ground game for the Lions in that offense. It is time now for Barry's Bet, brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Matthew, what do you got?
Maria, as you saw in my 3-play earlier, you know I expect a lot of points to be scored tonight, and there may be no offense in the NFL hotter than the Detroit Lions. So I'm taking the Lions team total over 27.5 points. Lions have scored at least 34 points in each of their last 4 games. I expect Minnesota also put up plenty of points tonight. Detroit will need to stay aggressive in this one. So yeah, give me the over on 27.5 points for the Lions as my Barry's Bet tonight.
DraftKings Sportsbook is the #1 place to bet touchdowns, and new customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the app and use promo code SMF when you sign up.
Hang on, everyone.
Class-leading safety features at every turn. The new 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when
Hey,
you have the
Lowe's.
right team.
Quit sponsoring the NFL.
Brilliant recovery with the Lowe's app. He always delivers. And so does the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
It's the
Most wonderful time.
the kids do.
Oh.
Be of good cheer.
Most.
Whether your phone's broken or old, we've got you. With Verizon, anyone can trade in any phone, anytime. It's your last chance to get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. And iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all three on us. That's up to $2,000 in value, only on Verizon.
Hello?
Thanks for getting these sub bowls. Of course, no problem, big bro. Let's eat.
They need a veto? What did you do with our uncle?
Well, that doesn't matter. This is a commercial for Jersey Mike's. What matters most are these sub bowls.
That's what I gotta say for Jersey Mike's.
Has been my brother my whole life? I guess so. Don't tell Mom. Your favorite sub, hot or cold in a bowl.
Hey.
It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub of both.
What are you doing?
Thank you.
Put him on game.
He's locked in on prize picks. Just pick more or less on at least 2 players and lock in for the game. Plus, you can play in almost every state.
Enter $5 and get $50 instantly with Code TV. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing? That came from
Too much of this.
Really? My first
Not enough
idea
of
was in 1
What?
quarter of an hour, your
Chuck.
settings will tower.
And
Oh,
this.
figuratively.
Hang on.
But that's not catchy, is it? That's not going to swim about in your brain.
Not enough of
So I
Chuck.
thought, what about
And this.
15 minutes, 15%?
Too much of commercial.
Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Our word, my lord. I'll be untook.
Let's work on that French, shall we?
Au revoir, more à bientôt. Au revoir, mon amour. À bientôt.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. CJ Stroud putting up points with My Lowe's Rewards.
He is really cleaning up.
Come on, man.
Because the cart, he's got all the cleaning supplies in his cart.
In store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
Emmy winning The Traitors is back for an all new season. Here we go again.
This game is torturous.
Dude, if I were them, I'd be scared. Oh, I've missed this.
This season feels like a dream. I mean, I've been a serious fan for years. And I am not used to this.
Best start in franchise history. Oh, baby! What a team!
Our guys are balling out. I mean, we overcome stuff.
About determination, resiliency. This team is all of those things.
Can I tell you something else? G-R-I-T, grit. Look that up in the dictionary, and there's our coach. And now, we're this close to being the #1 seed. I don't see what the problem is. The problem? What, have you heard of the Minnesota Vikings? They come up in your house, and bad things happen.
Put you on the show! That is that!
And they got all kinds of rituals, and man, they're scary. I mean, what are we gonna do? Please. There is nothing to be scared of. This is something you should relish. 2 teams at 14-2. The only time that's ever happened. The greatest season finale in the history of the NFL. The #1 seed in the NFC on the line, all right here on Sunday Night Football. Well, damn. Then let's go.
Let's get her done then. The lights are out. We're ready to roll. The first time we got a regular season matchup between 2 14-win teams. The Motor City is rocking and rolling and prepared to grab that 1 seed for the first time in their franchise's history. They've already set a record for wins. They've got 14 of them. Jared Goff, we already told you, only 3 wins in his first season. Now he's in his 4th, and they are eyeing a trip to the Super Bowl, and it starts with a win here in a 1 seed. Sam Darnold didn't know he was going to be the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings when this all started, but all he's done is set career highs and lead the Vikings to this moment. Let's talk about a little bit of Sunday fun day, though, starting with the Broncos clinching their first playoff.
Let's go. What about would you two say, Maria? Who's going to ride those wild horses? How about this guy, Bull Next, 38-0. The guy completed his first 18 passes.
Touchdown.
Touchdown's a wild day in Denver. They've earned a right and punched their ticket to go face Josh Allen in Buffalo next week.
Oh, that should be good. This is a little segment we like to call 34 Seconds of Madness. All right, keep up now. 4:04 Eastern. Around the left edge. Touchdown. Things are looking good for the Falcons. Uh-oh. Bears, game-winning field goal. Sorry, Green Bay. You're the 7th seed. You're going to Philadelphia now. Let's go to Dallas. Mariota, touchdown. McLaurin, you're the 6th seed. You're going to LA. Can the Bucs get in the playoffs? Baker's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Ladders the ball, Bucky Irvin. Touchdown. You win the NFC South. You're the 3 seed. You'll be hosting the Commanders.
Well, how about Tampa Bay? Yes, you wrapped up that seed. You won the division. But nothing's more important than getting Mike Evans his 11th straight season with 1,000 yards. Who's the other guy to do that? Only the GOAT, Jerry Rice. Mike Evans, anytime your name's mentioned next to Jerry Rice, that's a good thing. Bucks win, but Mike Evans and the team wins 1,000 yards like it's nothing.
Not to mention he gets $3 million in incentives. Let's go look at the NFC bracket. We talked about Green Bay. They're going on the road to take on Philly. They were the 7th seed last year. They did beat Dallas. Tampa Bay, they'll get Washington. And the loser of tonight's game will go on the road and face the Rams in the wild card matchup. It's time for tonight's home team picks, brought to you by Lowe's.
No,
And with the
shut up.
Pick, they're rolling with the Lions. 64.
Oh, actually, I'm cheering for a little bit.
Victory. Wow, we're
Hey.
middle.
Middle.
Is on the opposite side of it, huh? Let's check in with Tony and Rodney and Wagner rolling with their picks, guys.
Well, Maria, you can hear these fans. I've been on the road 2 years now. I've never been in a building where the noise has been this loud so early before the game. The Minnesota coaches say they've got to deal with this, make sure they're under control with their operations. From the Detroit standpoint, they talk about ball security, protected from that Brian Flores defense.
I'm looking at the Lions, and I'm looking at one guy in particular, Zadarius Smith. He has to do a great job setting the edge, but also getting after the quarterback. But if I'm Coach Aaron Glenn, Coach, I'm not going to play a ton of man-to-man. I'm going to keep 2 safeties back and rely more on zone to keep everything in front of me.
I think it's going to be a real even, high-scoring game, but I think this noise and energy and emotion from the crowd is going to carry the Lions, Maria.
Well, those were tonight's home team picks, brought to you by Lowe's. The lights are still light. Soon the spotlight will be on this field.
It's getting rowdy in here. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't hear a damn thing.
We've reached the 272nd and final game of the regular season. Winner gets a bye. Home field advantage. The NFC North champion in the 1 seed. Loser goes to the Rams next week. You get Mike, Chris, and Melissa after the break.
Ba-bam, ba-bam, bam. Well, you know what the deal is. I crank up a little.
Sunday night kickoff.
Sunday night kickoff.
Spanish language audio provided by Telemundo Deportes. Or watch tonight's game in Spanish on Telemundo.
It's more than a move. It's a new job.
Let me put that on mute. Tell me who you're rooting for, everybody. Who do you got to get the number 1 seed? The Lions? Oh, those pretty boys from Minnesota. Hey, Lions. That's who I got. Na 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 na. Oh.
And even yourself, Metropolis Resort, where the fun never stops. Visit us online or in person to grab your gift today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with ME? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines
I'll
for
be right back,
$90 a month,
everybody.
US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes. Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they? Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular. It's more than a piano. It's music lessons, birthday parties, and countless family memories. Now safely tucked away, awaiting Nana's new home. It's more than a piano, and we're more than a truck.
7 dealers, 10 brands, 1 auto.
Geico proudly presents
Presents
the Sunday Night
Night
Anthem.
Perfect Sunday night for football.
It's time to go to work. The division and the 1 seat on the line.
And 3, 2, resolve.
I've been waiting all day for Sunday night. The turkey broken, a primetime fight. More than a game, it's everything's right. That's why we're waiting.
All day for Sunday night. We here. And football. The idea. I need to blow my nose.
Sunday of January brings us the last game of the NFL season at Ford Field, downtown Detroit, Michigan, home of the 14-2 Lions. Jared Goff's team trying to repeat as the NFC North champions, as Sam Darnold and the 14-2 Minnesota Vikings try to take that title tonight on NBC's Sunday Night Football. Game 272. What a scene. We've never had a regular season game like this. 28 combined wins on the field behind us. Winners
Yeah.
the 1 seed, losers the 5. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, Melissa Stark down on the sideline. Pretty good deal here, huh?
It is amazing. Everybody's ready to go.
All right, let's hit the Lions. Not surprised they're here. They went to the NFC Championship game last year. Record-setting season on offense. Best season in franchise history, but a terrible number of injuries on the defense. So how do they close the deal and win tonight?
So on offense, they're going to have to attack. We know that, right? They're going to go for it on 4th down. On defense, absolutely no fear. They're going man coverage. They're going blitz, despite the fact that Justin Jefferson and some of the very best receivers in the National Football League on that other side expect fireworks all night long.
That other side, Minnesota, preseason prognostication, maybe a 7-win team. They've doubled it. Now they're 1 win from the 1 seed, and the one big reason is their free agent acquisition at quarterback.
Oh, man, Sam Darnold's been so good, an amazing story, and I guess the only question is he ready for that next step now? And so we're going to find out. I was thinking, we haven't seen a story like this since last year with Jared Goff, when he was in the exact same situation and had to prove himself. And now these 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks, they're going at it for the #1 seed.
For more on what's at stake tonight, down to the field, and Melissa Stark.
Hi, Mike. The answer is a lot. Basically, both of these teams, their goal is to reach the Super Bowl, but the path for one of them becomes a lot harder with a loss tonight. Lions head coach Dan Campbell told us, if you love competition, it doesn't get better than this. So here's what's really on the line. Since 1990, more than 3/4 of the Super Bowls have included a #1 seed. The Vikings are looking to clinch their first #1 seed since 1998. The Lions trying to clinch their first ever. Only 2 #5 seeds have made it to the Super Bowl. But, oh, by the way, they both went on to win. Cam Bynum said tonight's game is like a heavyweight fight. 2 undefeated fighters, both in our prime, going at it. But someone is going to lose. Jared Goff told us, "We know the Vikings are coming in trying to knock us off, but we want to defend our division title more than anything, Mike."
Well, listen, the winner will not play another road game. They have to go through their place to get to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, a city on all of our minds this week after what happened there on New Year's morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, earlier this week, the country experienced a horrific act of violence with a heartbreaking tragedy in New Orleans. Our hearts are with the New Orleans community, including the brave first responders. Please stand and join in a moment of silent reflection in memory of the victims, their families, and loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sunday Night Football is
Bears.
There's joy in every journey.
Let's go. Football in America.
I didn't.
He knows, folks. Let's go Lions. Let's go Chattanooga. Let's go Vikings. Let's go. I don't want no copyright, so I don't want to get any new doinos. I'll be right back, everybody.
Football, get game day deals on whatever you're craving all season long. Only on Uber Eats. Order now for kickoff.
NBC Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National
Football League.
Improbability. Is it just me, or is it maybe the very best thing sports can offer us? Giving us a reminder, maybe even proof, that what doesn't seem possible actually is. And tonight's a perfect example. These two teams, and this quarterback. Who would have believed he'd take them here? 14 wins, doubters at every turn, and over again, Sam Darnold proving the Vikings are for real. Meanwhile, my Lions are for real too. Honestly, it never gets old saying it out loud.
This is what you fight for. This is what you play for. In spite of all the injuries,
You know it's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be.
still rolling over pretty much the whole league. Is this what destiny feels like? Maybe. And so here we are after 271 kickoffs, the very last one,
I don't have to tell you what one of those next week means.
with the biggest possible stakes you could have in a game.
Be able to have the division and the 1 seed on the line. It's as good as it gets.
What else could a fan ask for? Tonight, embrace the improbable. Dare to dream the impossible. Vikings, Lions, for the NFC's top seed on Sunday night.
Historic night here in Detroit of the NFL's 105 years. This is game 17,098. Never been a regular season matchup of two teams with 14 wins. The Vikings, the Lions. A matchup made for Sunday night. And for the coaches, Dan Campbell and Kevin O'Connell, the stakes are simple. Winner gets the bye, the 1 seed, home field until the Super Bowl. Loser is the 5 seed on the road next weekend at Los Angeles to take on the Rams. If this game ends up in a tie, Detroit gets the number 1 seed. The Vikings won the toss, defer the option for the second half, so their rookie kicker Will Reichert will kick it for Minnesota. It's about 84% touchbacks this year. The Lions get Khalif Raymond, their outstanding return man and receiver, back. He's on the right. Craig Reynolds on the left. Cold outside, but playing warm inside. 65,000 inside.
65,000. Boom! Here we go.
Here we go to wrap up the season.
To wrap up the season.
Lions take it in.
Touchback, touchback, touchback.
Here's their offense.
Gary Goff, Cal. Jimmy Gibbs, Alabama.
Jamison Williams, Philly.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, USC. Tim Patrick, Utah.
Sam Laporta, Iowa.
Taylor Decker, the Graham Glasgow, Michigan. Frank Ragnow, Arkansas. Kevin Zeitler, Wisconsin. Panay Sewell, Oregon.
5 of those 11 named to the Pro Bowl this week. This is the number 1 scoring offense in the
Damn
league.
right.
33 points a game. He begins from the 30 with a run for Gibbs inside. And he'll get a couple without his running mate, Montgomery. He is out with a knee injury. For Jared Goff, named to his 4th Pro Bowl this week, 2nd in passing yards, 30 completion percentage, a personal career best, 4th in passing touchdowns, and he has started every game the last 3 seasons for the Lions. So his stats have been good. He's been a great combination with that man on the left. Ben Johnson, a hot topic when it comes to future head coaches in the NFL. It's out quick, and he's in the hands of Jamison Williams. On the edge over against Jahan Ward, one of the 2, along with Josh Metellus over there for Minnesota. And quickly, it'll be 3rd down.
It'll be quickly 3rd down.
Vikings love to play. Now, in the past, we have seen the Vikings with Brian Flores, this being a heavy pressure down, big blitz down. But this year, he's been much more on 3rd or 4th down, playing zones behind him. So I think the question coming in is, which Brian Flores are we going to see here tonight? Does he back off here and play coverage?
Lions chess piece, they empty out the backfield. 4 rush, the throw's complete. Trying to get there is Gibbs. What a move by Gibbs to get the first down. To the 41-yard line.
Down to the 41-yard line. Wow, what a move.
Get this double crossing route, and you'll see a little wiggle in here as his teammate sets the pick inside. You just want to bump that defender out and around to Blake Cashman, one of the better coverage linebackers in the NFL. We're going to be seeing that matchup all night tonight.
You hear a cheer during a replay. It usually means Dan Skipper has reported eligible. He just did, number 70 for the Lions. From the 41-yard line, inside Gibbs will try to bounce it to the outside. Andrew Van Ginkel stretched it out. It's a loss of a couple against this good Minnesota defense.
Jonathan Bernard, Hiram High School. Harrison Phillips, Stanford. Jonathan Bullard, Florida. Andrew Van Ginkel, Wisconsin. Blake Cashman, Minnesota. Isaac Pace Jr., Cincinnati. Stephon Gilmore, South Carolina.
Joshua Metellus, Charles W. Flanagan.
McMahon,
Patron Wood Gym, Cam Bynum, Corona Centennial High School. Byron Murphy, UW.
He's Pro Bowl bound coming into this week. No defense, 4 more turnovers, with 3rd in sacks, 4th in points allowed. It's a terrific matchup. Lions O against the Vikings D. Again, get ready inside Harrison Phillips. Captain has Stanford was in there to make the stop. It'll be 3rd down and about 8 for the Lions. There is the takeaway story as they came into the game this week. Number 1 with the action that's already happened. They're backed off to tie for 3rd. But every game, Chris, they get their hands on the ball.
They do indeed. And
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a shower. Mods, you guys got the chat, okay? Let me put somebody in charge here. I'm gonna put you in charge, Wisconsin Badger Clubhouse. Bernard. I'll be back.
From Houston, having a great year. And after 1 first down, Detroit will punt.
Well, we see some
After
of
1
the
first down,
pass-rushing
Detroit
moves here.
will punt.
Going to come over and try and block him. He's going to duck back inside and still have the speed to go out and around and make that play against one of the fastest players in the National Football League. That is some play. This defense really built around these 2 edge players, Andrew Van Ginkel and Jonathan Bernard.
Jack Fox did not punt last week against San Francisco. It's the 3rd game this year he hasn't punted. When he does, he's very good. He's the Pro Bowl punter in the NFC. Kicks to Brandon Powell. He's going to bring it in at the 9-yard line. A little bit of space. Goes down shy of the 15-yard line. That's the long snapper, Logan Hatton, down there for the throw. Sam Darnold set to come on the field. And now, an invitation from Verizon to a Super Bowl experience right on your home field.
What was that?
Verizon Transport Echo Charlie, entering Cleveland. Verizon Transport approaching New York. Verizon Transport Alpha Kilo on approach to Chicago. Verizon Transport on approach to Philadelphia.
Yo!
Verizon Transport Oscar Zulu entering San Francisco.
Verizon is bringing the Super Bowl to 30 cities across the country with an experience like no other. Verizon Super Bowl Fan Fest, right on your home field. You win.
Our energy turns driving into a transformative experience. It takes handling and makes it super handling. Born on the racetrack and raised in the 3rd row. It pushes technology to be brighter. Because we engineer with an energy that's stronger than what powers our SUVs. And that's the energy of innovation.
Even if you score, always stay hungry. No matter how hard you football, it's easy to Sunday.
Well, I think
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. McCaffrey looking lost.
Man, who controls that? I'm looking for a one. Could you put me aisle 27?
Find what you need faster with the Lowe's app.
Get ready for an all-new season of backstabbing and money grabbing. In the ultimate murder mystery game. It's the Emmy-winning competition show, The Traitors. It returns January 9th, only on Peacock. It'll be Kansas Marsh's Park, beautiful skating rink, the treehouse. Back into the holiday season, and the noise up inside as the Vikings offense is on the field, starting at their own 14. Jones is the back. He's got the handoff from Sam Darnold's got a big opening up the middle, and a gain of 8 right away for Sam Darnold from San Clemente, California. Bunch of stops along the way, and here he is now with the Vikings. 14 wins, first quarterback to win 14 in his first season with his new team. Look at all those career highs and top 5 for the number 3 overall pick by the Jets. Hit there as he throws. It's complete. The former Lion first-round draft pick, T.J. Hawkinson, has it at the 30, and it's a Viking first down.
Well, we talked about it. Here comes the blitz all the way across the board. And for the Detroit Lions, they're going to try and get some hits on Darnold. They are going to be willing to give up some throws, give up some plays, even give up some big plays. They don't feel like with the condition this defense is in right now, they can simply sit back, play zone defenses, stop the run and the pass.
Detroit didn't get Alex Anzalone back for this game. He's on the field. They throw into the lineups as we get going. Darnold looks to throw. He's got it in the hands of Justin Jefferson, spinning around the 35. He's stopped there. Here's the Minnesota offense.
Sam Darnold, USC. Aaron Jones, El Paso, Texas. Justin Jefferson, LSU. Jordan Addison, Pitt, USC. Jalen Naylor, Michigan State. T.J. Hawkinson, Cam Robinson, Alabama. Blake Randall, Oregon State University. Garrett Bradbury, NC State. Dalton Risner, Kansas State. Ryan O'Neal, Pitt.
His offensive line starting its 8th consecutive game altogether. Minnesota top 5 passing offense. Running it with Aaron Jones to the right. There is Anzalone, the linebacker. He's been out of the lineup after breaking his left arm week 11. One of the 2 on the stop. It's 3rd and a yard and a half.
You can only imagine what's going through his mind right now because you don't really play real football until you get out here in the game, and then you get out here and it's this game, and it's this moment, and it's this possibility for both of these teams to be the number 1 seed and have the cleanest path to the Super Bowl.
Officially 3rd and 2. Quick count. Darnold out. Jones got it. First down. Out of the backfield. Jack Campbell comes across to stop him at the 42. A couple of first downs in the opening drive here for the Vikings.
Now, Aaron Jones is sort of the other guy, right? We were talking about Josh Jacobs, and he comes to Green Bay, and Aaron Jones comes over here, and he has just been sensational for this football team. Not only do they love him in the locker room, he's one of those guys that not just running the football as a receiver, a complete threat, really 5 wide receivers out there that can catch the ball with him in the backfield.
8:16 to go on the first.
The 42.
Coming for tossing side.
It's to the 48-yard line.
Only 48.
Detroit defense.
Joshua Pascal, Kentucky. Levi Onwuzurike, Washington. DJ Reader, Jonesville High School. Zadarius Smith, Kentucky. Jack Campbell, Iowa. Alex Anzalone, father of 2.
Anthony Robinson, Louisiana Tech.
Brian Brett, Alabama. East Washington, Farmer, Syracuse. Kirby Joseph, West Orlando, Florida. Terry Arnold, Alabama.
Still have 12 defensive players on injured reserve. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 9. First down tonight. We hear from referee Brad Rogers.
False start. Everyone but the center. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
It wasn't my fault then. Maybe I have Ted late on the snap there. And then you're sitting here wondering, like, why are they going to this no huddle offense? You know, you've got the guy back in the lineup, Alex Anzalone, who's typically the green guy, makes all the calls out there, and yet it's been Jack Campbell in that role. So you just wonder if they're going to try and push the communication. Listen how loud it is. It impacts Detroit's defense as much as this offense.
Cam Akers down the back. Darnold scanning. As he throws incomplete.
Incomplete.
It was Campbell, the guy who they drafted a couple of years ago in the first round. Took over that communication you mentioned, Chris. He was the late rusher that made the hit.
Now you're going to see right here, he's going to drip probably in coverage here, but once he believes he's blocking, then he's going to cut loose and go make a big shot here on Darnold. And that's what they want. They want him going down on hits multiple times here tonight.
Third down. Jones back in. Lions bring it 4. Darnold protected and throws for Hawkinson, incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end. Anzalone following in coverage. And a couple of first downs for Minnesota. They'll have to punt it away.
But that coverage was good by Anceloni. He definitely is adding another element now to this defense that they needed. If they're going to go out and play some of this two-man coverage with deep help and linebacker coverage underneath, they needed his athleticism back on the field.
Ryan Wright, the punter, has not had a good season in terms of net punting yardage. He's had one block. Khalif Raymond back deep to receive for Detroit. Raymond under a 49-yard kick, took it at the knob. So good, making the first man miss. Return to the 22-yard line, picked up 13. Everybody around the country very interested in what I'm going to say, because when we come back, not only the next drive, we'll have the schedule for Wild Card Weekend next weekend.
Did you know that Geico's whole 15 minutes thing, that came from me? Really? My first idea was, in 1/4 of an hour, your savings will tower over you, figuratively speaking. But that's not catchy, is it? It's not going to swim about in your brain. So I thought, what about 15 minutes, 15%? Serendipity.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Are you 50 or older? Well, this news is for you. The CDC now recommends you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. Why? If you're 50 or older, even if you're healthy, you're 6 times more likely to be hospitalized. So schedule at vaxassist.com.
We gave the all-electric Prologue generous passenger space for ultimate comfort, as well as the confidence of a nationwide dealer network. And, according to Car and Driver, it has a more refined driving experience than the Tesla Model Y. With the Prologue SUV, we've made it easy to go electric. Test drive and get a great offer today at your local Honda dealer.
This is the most money anyone has won in the history of television.
Dealer New Deal Island, Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, but why would you settle for less? When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich, or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
All right, here we go. Schedule for Wild Card Weekend powered by Verizon. I'll start at the bottom because these are the teams playing tonight. The loser tonight will go to L.A. to play the Rams. That's going to be on ESPN and ABC on Monday night. Back to the top. AFC Saturday. Chargers, Texans early on CBS. Steelers, Ravens on Prime Video at 8 Eastern. Sunday, the AFC wraps up with Denver, Buffalo on CBS. Then the NFC playoffs begin. Packers, Eagles, 4:30 on Fox. Our team will be in Tampa to watch Jaden Daniels and the Commanders take on the NFC South champion Buccaneers. And as we said, the 4-5, the loser of this game will play against Los Angeles. So that's either Kevin O'Connell against Sean McVay, where he was before he got to Minnesota, or a rematch of last year's wildcard game, and Goff and Stafford that we opened the season with on Sunday Night Football.
That is a great lineup.
Isn't that good?
Just another reason to never leave the couch.
And why are you smiling so much?
Short drive instead of a long flight.
Geography wins from a party. That'll be great. Look forward to it. Next Sunday night, Commanders and Bucks in the playoffs. Drive 2 for the Lions. It is Gibbs working inside, spinning around. Jahmyr Gibbs gets to the 26-yard line. So, Chris, it has been a lot of Gibbs here in this first couple of series for Detroit.
Well, and Minnesota's dictating that to some extent because they're leaving those two safeties deep. And the Detroit Lions, they feel like they can run the football on anybody. But this is a very good run defense that Minnesota has. And so I think as long as they're sort of handing off for 4 or 5 yards, Vikings are probably just fine with that. There they are again, back deep.
Second and 6. Goff scanning, throws inside. It's complete. First down. He's got is star tight end Sam Laporta with Andrew Van Ginkel on the tackle. Down to Melissa.
Mike, I spoke to David Montgomery pregame. He tore his right MCL in week 15, did not require surgery. He went through a full workout for the first time yesterday. And Dan Campbell told us he was anxious to see how David did, especially change of direction, acceleration drills. He told me it was the best he felt since the injury. I asked if he'll be back next week. He flashed a big smile and said, "I'm excited. I'll just say that."
Well, so that's big news. He is not on injured reserve, just to get inactive in these games. So the Lions might get the other half of their terrific running combo. Sonic and Knuckles. That's the Sonic, and he got more than Knuckles. He got popped by Bernard and Ward, who we've called a couple of times in this opening quarter.
That was a right there. That was a lot more than just a little bit of Knuckles. But I think that we are seeing now what both teams are trying to do. They're trying to do a few jabs. They're trying to establish a little bit with the run. Remember, both these quarterbacks have 60 passes of over 20 yards this season. Tied for number one in the NFL. They're setting the deck. Something over the top's coming.
Brown was the motion man. Here's Goff throwing to the middle. To St. Brown. To the 44-yard line. First down in the gain of 26.
First of all, when you have speed going down the middle like that, it's easier to get in behind. And because they've been running the football so much, you see those linebackers, Blake Cashman, stepping up and creating those alleys in behind.
Off back to the air, nothing open. And throws it incomplete in the direction of Craig Reynolds, who's been in the last two snaps to give Gibbs a break.
Yeah, and we talked about the pass rushers of the Minnesota Vikings, but if the Detroit Lions pass protection is like that all night, we are going to see some really big plays down the field. I think that at the end of this night, we're going to write a story of who better protected their quarterback in this game, because both of these teams, they want to hold on to the ball if they can and work it down the field.
Second and 10. Goff throwing inside. It's complete, but out to Laporta again. And the tight end out of Iowa, just like Hawkinson, the Vikings tight end out of Iowa, gets the pickup of 7, 3rd and 3 coming up.
Yeah, nice job there. You're going to see Blake Cashman coming on a blitz right here. And so the void in the zone is going to be right there. So Jared Goff just very calmly said, "Okay, I see you coming. I'll take right where you were. Thank you very much."
Lions are in field goal range. Jaden Bates, their outstanding rookie kicker, has made him from the mid-50s this season. It would be about 56 yards from here.
If they don't go for it on fourth down.
That's exactly right. As is their want the last 3 years. 3rd and 2. And the timeout taken here.
Before the delay of game, timeout. Detroit. It's a 30-second timeout.
So the Lions take their first. Chris, you talked about the offensive line. Detroit, number 1 in the league, 33.3 points, 410 yards. A veteran offensive line, especially with the guy on the right side, Penei Sewell, may be as good as at his position as anyone is in the NFL.
And they have more plays in for their right tackle than any team I've ever seen in history. I mean, a week ago, they had gaps in the offensive line. He would shift in motion over the other side. They let him run a blind sweep around back the other way, fake it to. It's insane. He's an offensive lineman, but he's that kind of athlete. And when you have something like that, why not put it on film? Let the other team worry about what we might do with him.
And the Pro Bowler on the other side of the line, Jonathan Bernard, told us, if they're putting trick plays for you as a right tackle, you must dominate your position. Craig Reynolds, the back, 3rd and 2 for Detroit. Second drive for the Lions tonight. For a motion, it's Reynolds bouncing to the right. Got the first down, but the flag is down. Looks like there was a hold at the point as he turned the corner.
Holding. Offense. Number 71. 10-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
It's on the right guard, Kevin Zeitler.
Josh Metellus was the guy coming up on the edge, and as Zeitler pulled around, wasn't quite able to get that angle, and you can see the hook right there on the shoulder pads is exactly what they saw. Right on top, right there. And Mark it back.
Back out of field goal range and 3rd and 12. Jahmyr Gibbs comes back in the game for Detroit.
We got all 3 pass rushers in the game now as well as Dallas Turner.
We studied together too much this week, didn't we? Saints right in motion. Pressure comes from the Vikings. Goff throws and is caught. Couldn't get out of the tackle as Tim Patrick at the 39-yard line. So a field goal from here is 57 yards. Bates has made them from that far this year, and the Lions will line up to go for it.
Do you think they even asked Dan?
Probably not.
I'm not sure they do.
Knows the drill.
Yeah, across midfield.
There you see, not only are the Lions obviously proficient in going for it, the Vikings have faced a lot, and they've been terrific this year, stopping 4th down. Look at all the confusion they're showing Goff. 4th and 5. Unblocked man coming. Goff hung in there. Give it to Jameson Williams. First down Detroit at the 25. Gain of 14. Goff hanging in against the pressure.
You're going to see the cover 0 blitz back here. So the object is to get rid of the ball before they get you. That's all the game is. There's nobody to block them. That's it. Take your shot, grimace a little. Remember, you're getting a lot of money to do this. Marching down the field on 4th down.
Is that up the pain go on?
Always.
Okay. 25. Gibbs got an opening. The acceleration. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
You're going to get the lead block right there, but watch how Gibbs does this. He's going to pretend he's going there, but he all along knew where he was going. Watch him set this up. Go! And now it's a foot race, and nobody's beating this guy in a foot race.
Ties a team record. Touchdown number 17 total this year. 14 on the ground, 3 receivers. Bates with the extra point. Jahmyr Gibbs tied for 2nd most total touchdowns in the league this year. Opening score of what many think will be a shootout is a big hit. 25 yards for number 26. 7-0 Lions.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Alrighty. Who's ready for my famous charred duck?
Like, you know, to check the mascot first before bringing food to a tailgate.
Toast this baby.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
If you take or have taken Humira for moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis and still have symptoms, you don't have to settle. Ask your gastroenterologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you. It's one of the latest treatments from the makers of Humira. Rinvoq works differently than Humira and may help. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill that can deliver rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and helps visibly reduce damage of the intestinal lining.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal, cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events. Infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Rapid symptom relief and lasting steroid-free remission are possible with Rinvoq. Ask your gastroenterologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you. You could pay as little as $0 per month.
The Pro Bowl Games rosters are set, which means it's time to show up in Orlando. Get your tickets to see this year's biggest stars take the games and the flag football finale to the next level. The Pro Bowl Games presented by Verizon, February 2nd. Tickets on sale now.
Being a doctor requires that we look closer.
You knew so much, but not every patient can be saved.
My intern was inside when it collapsed.
Beyond Minds, the 2-hour season finale tomorrow.
Tonight's 4K Skycam coverage is brought to you by Walmart Plus. folks aren't going to sit much tonight. They're actually on their feet as Chauncey Billups, star with the Pistons during their NBA championship, was introduced to the crowd. 7-0, Lions on top, and Minnesota will get it for the second time. Jared Goff sitting next to Teddy Bridgewater on the side. There is Chauncey Billups, as he was announced by the PA announcer for the Pistons, Mason, NBA coach as well, terrific player over his years. Talking about a guy who wanted the ball in big moments, Chauncey Billups, playing games like this, a lot on the line. Number 1 seed, the NFC on the line here tonight. Bates with a twirling kick. They go into the end zone, hitting inside the target zone, and then going to the back. This look at the Lions' banged-up defense is brought to you by Bud Light. The resolutions for this year, everybody says, I'm going to get healthy. Then the Lions need to 16 on injured reserve. We're getting a few people back. Most in the NFL tied for it on the defensive side. When they were healthy, they were much improved on defense. But since when the injuries have set in, not so much. The big injury was Aiden Hutchinson, their outstanding edge rusher, who had that nasty leg injury in Dallas in Week 7. There he is. 7.5 sacks. He's still their leading sack guy by 4. Gives an idea of how they haven't had any pass rush. The stretch starts at the 20. On cue is a pass rush, and Darnold will go down at the 2. So Darius Smith, who they traded for after the injury to Hutchinson, comes up with a sack.
Don't know where they'd be without Zadarius Smith right now. Traded from Cleveland, and he's come over and filled in the gap. Aiden Hutchinson still leads this team in sacks, and he hasn't played since October. And you think about, all right, we're going to get somebody out there. Who can we possibly get? That's his 4th sack now since coming over, 9 on the season when you combine the two teams.
Ball to 17. Play clock running down. Delay game. Not called. Darnold out of his own end zone. Swings it out. Aaron Jones with some room on the edge to the 12-yard line.
I tell you, so far you have to give Aaron Glenn credit. He knew, like, we haven't been talking about the Vikings wide receivers, right? You're going to play man coverage. It scares you to death to even think about that. And he goes, I don't care. Going after him. We're going to see if we can go get their quarterback. And if anything with Sam Darnold, he does hold the ball a bit. He wants to see it. There will be opportunities, but they will not stop blitzing.
I'm editing myself on the play clock. I think set on 0 for my second and a half.
Don't do that. Don't edit yourself.
3rd and 18. That one off in time. Lions bring pressure. Darnold well protected. In the middle, just too tall for Hawkinson. Oh, he had a chance to hit Hawkinson as they picked up the pressure, but it's a quick 3 and out for Kevin O'Connell's offense.
So far it's working, and TJ Hawkinson, of course, he was injured in the game against the Lions, his former team, and nobody there, but Kirby Joseph was the one that put the hit on him. You don't know if that lives somewhere in the recesses of your mind or not.
First time this year, Minnesota punts on its first 2 possessions. This is a beauty by Wright. Sending Draymond all the way back to the 31. Trying to set up the blocking to the right. Not going to get there. Sensational special teams coverage across the field by Theo Jackson as we get to the end of the first quarter. In the battle for the number 1 seed in the NFC. Each team had it twice. Detroit scored once and leads 7-0.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart plus free delivery. Because cooking food is a lot more fun than shopping for it. It's Walmart plus an included Paramount Plus subscription to stream Dora, so your daughter can learn Espanol.
Delicioso.
Plus, you get 25% off at Burger King. And that's 25% more savings to put towards things you need, like napkins.
Delicioso.
Our thoughts exactly. Basically, it's Walmart plus more ways to save. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
Honey, I don't think the spray's working. McCoy!
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
That's what I'm talking about.
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
Well, the Flex Disc contours to it, so the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience.
The best a man can get
is Gillette Labs.
Show me your prodigies, your wonderkins, overnight successes, and we'll show you the late nights, the early risers, tough days, the relentless fighters, taking small steps forward to make the big things happen.
Come see the Royal Caribbean.
Back in Detroit with Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell. Kevin, 2 drives, 2 punts. How do you get the offense going?
Yeah, we were able to get off to a good start on the first drive, and then we had a penalty that set us back. And then 1st and 10, starting the drive sack. Got to find a way to either get that ball thrown or put it in play. We'll settle in here. Had a chance to TJ on that first drive on 3rd down. I think our offense will be in a good place. Defense will go out and get a stop right now. We'll be all right.
All right, Kevin, appreciate it.
Always enjoy visiting the now 39-year-old head coach of the Vikings. Still great unscore games. 26-9 here in his first 3 years. Games are tight. Vikings often find a way to get it done. And the Lions, false start to match Minnesota's earlier.
False start. Number 58. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
Give that one to Penei Sewell.
And let's set this defense a little bit for the Minnesota Vikings. As you look at them on the back end, this is a defense that has 3 very good safeties, and that's their base defense, with Josh Metellus in the slot playing that position quite a bit.
Try to get 1st and 15, and it's Gibbs staying down to 29. Pickup of just 3 yards. The second-year back out of Alabama. He's taken in the 1st round.
The blur. Yes, he's just the blur. The one thing that we saw in the first game, though, was that Jonathan Bernard had some success. As a matter of fact, the entire pass rush of the Minnesota Vikings had more success against the Detroit Lions than any other team rushing the passer, and yet Jared Goff still picked them apart.
2nd and 12. Huge hit by Van Ginkel. So much part of this offense. Gibbs does bounce up. He'll come over to the sideline. He'll be checked out. What a shot by Van Ginkel.
And if you want to know how an edge player can have 2 pick sixes on the season, this is it. He just anticipates this, and I'm telling you, when you take a shot like this early in a game, it hangs around. I don't care how tough a guy you are. That hangs around.
I don't know how he hung on to the ball. Loss of 8, 3rd and long. In trouble. Bernard brings him down. Leads the team. 12 sacks here. 12 and a half in Houston last year. What a free agent acquisition for the Vikings.
What?
Florida's going to take a shot at him first, and then they're going to come right back with Decker, and neither one could stop him. He has been some player. He's the A pass rusher. They set up all their exotics to him.
Fox kicks it. 6 yards, tough to catch. Brandon Powell brought it in, returned it 6.
7-0 Detroit.
40 yards. Minnesota's got great field position. Athletic trade staff checking on Jahmyr Gibbs after Andrew Van Ginkel had the hit of the week.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 to T-Mobile.
It's the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence. That's like peanut butter on jelly on go. Get 4 iPhone 16s on us. Plus 4 lines for $25. and save on every plan versus the other big guys. What a deal. That's a lot if you ask me. If y'all giving it away too fast, T-Mobile, slow down.
This is a hot flash. This is a hot flash. But this is a not flash. For moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause, Veoza is...
Hey, come on in. Come on, we're watching on the road. Hello.
100% hormone-free Veoza. You can have
Hot flashes.
And more.
What the hell is that?
Veoza reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night.
Nobody answered that in the time chat.
Severe kidney problems, kidney failure.
I got enough problems on the damn sofa.
Increased liver blood sugar values and liver problems may occur. Your doctor will do blood tests before and during treatment. Stop Veoza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems such as feeling more tired than usual, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Ask your doctor about hormone-free Veoza and enjoy more not flashes. You can save on Veoza. Visit saveonveoza.com to learn more.
Hey, Jim. I will definitely get those to you first thing Monday. Bye.
Conquer the weekend in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe.
Sunday Night Football is brought to you by Hyundai. There's joy in every journey. And by Veoza. Visit Veoza.com to learn more. Well, we've learned a lot about these quarterbacks over the years. As we mentioned, both Californians, both not the place where they were drafted. They've had to take a different route to this historic game tonight. This battle of 14-win teams. And Sam Darnold's story started in this building. His first game after being the number 3 overall pick with the Jets was against Matt Patricia and the Detroit Lions, who were picked 6 on his first pass. And he came back to win the game, had success, but as most of you know, the years in New York, the first 3 years of his career, not very good, 13 and 25. Best field position for Darnold were Vikings at midfield. Cam Akers, Chris, only 4 yards.
Only 4 yards.
Jets, Carolina last year, the one game he played in San Francisco, and compared to his previous career highs and this year, why the success this season?
Well, I think that they've built a system around him, and he has a little bit of a quarterback whisperer in his helmet as well that has been helping all the way up to the snap.
Second and 9, Darnold goes inside the middle. It's caught by Josh Oliver. He's going to be hit on Oliver. 36-yard line by Brian Branch. May have been high as he took that shot. It's a first down for the Vikings. Let's see, we have the illegal contact. Defense number 21. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down. Brad Rogers got twisted the wrong way as he made the call. You see the shot what Hawkinson was looking for right away.
Yeah, but that was the protection that Darnold's been looking for. I'll bet you he held that ball 3.5 seconds. Darnold can get him in there.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen Jefferson. We haven't seen Jordan Addison yet. They need to engage those players.
Target for Justin Jefferson, one of the best in the business. Here's Addison on the edge. What a play off the corner by Amik Robertson.
Amik Robertson.
Outside of the injuries, he's doing pretty well.
Maybe the most significant guy on the defense right now because he's being asked to move to outside quarterback and bring Brian Branch back into the slot because of injuries.
2nd and 10, Jefferson top of the screen. Darnold going the other way, going down the middle for Addison, incomplete. It's Terry and Arnold, a first-round pick out of Alabama, running with the second-year star Addison.
Great coverage that time by Arnold, but this is an all-out blitz. Watch the protection here. It's absolutely perfect. As an offense, when you get 6 rushers and they don't hit your quarterback, your wide receivers have to win down the field. That has to be a touchdown right there when that offensive line gets that job done.
3rd and 10. 0. They let it go. They pressure down. Hit as he throws. Caught by Jefferson. Inside the 10 to the 5-yard.
Down to the 5.
What a job by Darnold hanging in there. Jefferson brings it in.
Really fantastic. You're going to see all the way down the middle. And did that play clock. You can see Anzalone jumping up and down. They're late. But 2 plays in a row, they come with that kind of pressure.
Now, well, I'll be another.
Which is about all I guess you have to do with Justin Jones.
That's right about at the limit where they let the play clock go. When it hits 0, back judge looks down, see if the ball's still there. So there's a lag of about a half second. But that one was good. First and goal inside the 5. Akers with the run for 2 to the 3-yard line. The Lions secondary, Joseph and Branch and Arnold are over there.
7-0.
I know you're not crazy about that rule, and neither am I. It seems simpler to me.
Yes.
To play by the rules. If it hits 0, it's a penalty. But Terry, I know will chew us out, so we'll hit this another time.
Terry McCauley, our rules analyst in the studio. So we'll hear from him before the night's over. Second and goal.
Second.
A different formation here for Minnesota. Jefferson in the backfield. And a reset of the play clock. Let's see, are they respotting the ball? Is that why?
But that's not what you want if you're Kevin O'Connor. Because
3-3-50 game clock, 15:25. 3:25 put the play clock at the 25 mark, and it started on my ready.
because now the Lions got a chance to think about Justin Jefferson in the backfield.
Well, the quick snap. Darnold, nothing up the first look. Throws it away. As he escaped the pocket, the Lions had it covered and we're at 3rd and goal.
See what I mean, though?
Yes, exactly.
Right out there, instead of them getting a chance to get to the line of scrimmage and run this play, clearly it was to Jefferson in the flat. They switched to a zone defense, and they got it covered. So, yes, the officials had to step in there, but it was to the advantage of the Lions.
Incomplete.
Big stakes game. You feel like you got to match the Detroit offense with touchdowns? For the moment, O'Connell's calling in a play, and so is Aaron Glenn.
And I think it's right. And part of the math of this whole equation is you have to consider, even if you fail, you're going to leave it on the 3-yard line.
They've only gone for 10 times on 4th down this entire season. Jefferson comes along to the bottom of the screen.
Shotgun going for it.
Scanning, looking, throwing.
Incomplete.
And the Lions defense holds. Jefferson wants a flag on Robertson. A big play to Jefferson got him down to the 5. 3 cracks in the 3. And there's much maligned of late. Detroit defense comes up with a red zone stop. 7-0 Detroit. And Lions ball as they stop Darnold.
Wow. Everyone's outside.
You got gas that fast?
No, it's a hybrid. I'm good on gas.
Okay, Hyundai. Miss Good on gas.
The new Hyundai Tucson Hybrid.
Bronze exclusive wildcard playoff game is coming.
Oh, what you gonna do?
It doesn't get any better than this. What a night. Bronze exclusive wildcard playoff game. Part of wildcard weekend. Oh, Bronze.
COVID-19. I'm not waiting. If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Paxlovid is an oral treatment for adults with mild to moderate COVID-19 and a high risk factor for it becoming severe. It does not prevent COVID-19.
My symptoms are mild now, but I'm not risking it. If it's COVID,
Paxlovid. Paxlovid must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms and help stop the virus from multiplying in your body.
Taking Paxlovid with certain medicines can lead to serious or life-threatening side effects or affect how it or other medicines work, including hormonal birth control. Tell your doctor about all medicines, vitamins, or herbal supplements you take, as certain tests or dosage changes of your other medicines may be needed. Tell them if you have kidney or liver problems, HIV-1, are or plan to be pregnant or breastfeed. Don't take Paxlovid if allergic to its ingredients. Stop taking and call your doctor right away if you have allergic reaction symptoms. Serious side effects can include allergic reactions, some severe like anaphylaxis, and liver problems. These are not all the possible side effects, so talk to your doctor.
If it's COVID, Paxlovid.
Ask your doctor
Serious
today.
side effects can include allergic reactions.
Shotgun formation, gives to his right. That way you guys can see this too. They're all going to leave it out on the line, you know, whatever it takes, right? Shotgun formation, gives to his right. I just saw that. You guys can see this too. They're all going to leave it out on the line, you know, whatever it takes, right? The chat there. I wish I knew it. I would have done all this. Shotgun formation, gives to his right. I just saw that. You can see this too. They're all going to leave it out on the line, you know, whatever. Hello, Kate Wilby. There it is right there for what they're doing in case you missed it. First game will be Chargers and Texans at 4:30. On Saturday at 8 o'clock, Steelers and Ravens.
Yep.
Sunday, Broncos and Bills at 1. Packers and Eagles at 4:30. Commanders, Buccaneers at 7:30. The winner of this game
we'll get.
We'll play the Rams on Monday night.
2-minute conversation with the athletic training staff.
There you
No
go.
exam. He stood up, twisted a few times.
You mean the loser?
David Montgomery came over to him, smiled, and put his arm around him. He asked him, "You good?" He said, "I'm straight."
Shotgun formation from the 3. Handoff, off tackle, gives. Bounces outside, gets a couple, not much. Ryan, AK, awesome. What's up, buddy? Make sure everybody's hit the like and everybody subscribe, please.
See what that'll be ruled. Is it an incomplete pass? Was there a receiver in the area? They say yes.
Yes, because it was the missed block.
Intentional grounding in the end zone is a safety, and all the officials making sure they've got all the information to make the right call here. Incomplete in the end zone's fine. If it was grounding, it's 2 points.
Shotgun, gonna throw. Pressure coming, about to get hit. Could have been a safety. Will they call it a safety? It's a question.
Incomplete pass.
Right now they're saying incomplete.
9 minutes and 31
Who was he throwing to?
9:31, thank you.
Let's see it.
Let's take a look. There's Gibbs right there trying to chase Van Ginkel back. He's crawling on his way up there, and Ivan Pace as well. Kind of lucky here, right? The missed block.
Kind of.
And right there is a receiver.
3rd and 5. The throw is complete to Laporta and a first down.
Down.
Sometimes it's the plays that don't become disaster plays that are the biggest ones, right? If that is a safety and they're kicking it the other way, this is a completely different
Come in.
ball game right now. Huge play there.
Guys,
by Goff.
now.
Hang on. What? Now, I'll be right back. Well, I turn the damn volume back up. What the hell is this doing?
Even your grandparents are.
That was it. You're in.
As a veteran, I'm already in. USAA, are you eligible?
Penny winning the Traitors is back with an all-new season. Here we go again. To get the job done, I'll stab you in the back. I'm a thirst for blood.
This game is torturous.
Dude,
If you carry on with that cocky attitude, you might get yourself in trouble.
baby, I'm gonna be employee of the month. Oh, I missed this. If I were them, I'd be scared. Things are about to get marvelous. It's only metaphorically, I hope.
Place stands. Terry McCauley, I'll turn this over to you.
Yeah, Mike, it's just not clear and obvious that he made the line game, but the ball is much closer to the 41 than they spotted it, so they will move the ball closer to the 41. But what was challenged was, did he make the line to gain or not, and they couldn't change that, so he does lose his challenge.
Okay, and a timeout. So Detroit's down to 1, but they are a lot closer on this 4th and now inches than they were when it was 4th and half a yard. The back is drilled, and they're going to throw. It is not throwing, and it's deflected and incomplete. So 4th and just inches, and they choose to throw it, and are stopped, and the Vikings take over. Jonathan Bullard may have been the hand in there.
Well, you get everybody trying to play the run, and look at the push that they get into the backfield, so that allowed the defensive lineman to get up in the face of Goff and get a hand on it. So
Bullard gets Goff, and he had an opportunity to get it to Jameson Williams, who had some space to go. So good play by that Minnesota front to stop him. Vikings take over at their own 42-yard line. Aaron Jones through the hole on the left side. Only a couple, and here's Melissa on the sideline.
Yeah, Mike, 2 red zone stands for this banged-up Lions defense after that last one. Alex Anzalone, who Dan Campbell told us he was so excited to get back from injury tonight for his leadership, walked up and down the sideline and said, that is how we change the game. And defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn just came over and yelled, we need to fight. We need a takeaway.
Anzalone playing that first game, as mentioned, broke his left arm. Practiced this week. And last week, ready to go, and he's been a part of it tonight. Again, Darnold is pressured. He spins and escapes. They can't catch him behind. It's hit on the sideline while he was still in bounds. No flag thrown as Darnold uses those wheels to get to the 46. 35 and a half coming up.
it's one thing that we saw from Darnold in the first game was that he was a little bit more willing to take off and run with the football. Look anywhere around the National Football League, the best quarterbacks now are making plays with their legs, and for Darnold, he saw an opportunity but just couldn't win the race to the end.
Asked him about it last night. He said, yeah, maybe I need to do it a little bit more, especially tomorrow when they're playing all that man coverage. Makes it third and manageable, 3rd and 6. And Darnold running in the middle, first down and more for Naylor. Naylor takes it to the 35-yard line. Played his college ball not too far from here at Michigan State. First down for Minnesota as we get to the 2-minute warning. Folks expected a lot of points. Instead, you're getting something that feels like a playoff game. Feels like a game for the #1 seed and the division title in the NFC North. 7-3 Lions. Vikings on the move.
Oh, it's cold.
Last week's safety feature at every turn. The new 2025 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid.
Jake the State Farm. I say so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Oh! Oh!
Okay. And this is auto again, right?
Oh! Hey, this is my living room. Oh!
Bundling. Just another way to save with a personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Sure, a meal like this is an option. But this is Applebee's really big meal deal. Choose our new hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99.
Big money's on the line. You can smell it in the air.
What would you do for it?
I like money. These games about psychological warfare, and then I'll just stab them in the back.
Deal or No Deal Island. New. Tuesday on NBC and Peacock.
Coming up, play on the halftime, we're going to take another look at the wild card schedule, including our game between the Commanders and the Bucs next Monday night. Mike?
All right, Maria, thank you. First 3 games of the AFC in the wild card, and the NFC games will be in Tampa next Sunday night. The winner of this game will be kicking back and watching all of us work. They will join the Kansas City Chiefs in the bye. And the Lions, you got to the NFC title game last year, you can see them as a 1 seed. Nobody saw Minnesota to be in this position. And right in there on the road with a chance. Gets 1 in the division title. Jones, stop. Goes out the side door. Gets 5 out of it to the 31-yard line.
Trying to get that 25K work too. We got
Minnesota gets the ball to start the second half.
I'll tell you, Mike, we're seeing these Lions linebackers playing a little deeper tonight than what they were a week ago in that game against San Francisco, where they were really getting beat up by play-action passes behind them. They're a half step slower reacting to the run, but the defensive line has been doing a great job so far allowing them to play that way.
5, pitch. Jones to the edge. And a nice block. That's the 21, but here comes a flag from deep in the secondary. Penalties so far, 1 on Minnesota, 2 on Detroit.
Hey, if you haven't gone and checked out
Holding. Defense number 95.
let me bring you on screen.
Penalty added on to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
That's Pat O'Connor, one of the defensive linemen who's played a lot
Oh, come on.
for the Lions with all their injuries up front.
You know, sometimes it'll mess with you a little bit. You make that little adjustment at linebacker. That time we saw Brian O'Neill and Garrett Bradbury able to turn the corner and get downfield and cut off those linebackers on some blocks. So let's see if the Vikings hang with this.
Now, if you haven't gone and checked out our good partner called Rising Rhino, I'll pull his channel for you.
Gets to take the lead here. The 18 unit on the ground. Jones inside before the guard. And that is it. DJ Reader inside. The Lions acquired in free agency this year.
Yeah, we talked about not having Aiden Hutchinson. They don't have Aleem McNeil either, who was their second leading sacker. And those two guys with Reader inside, they were so dynamic. Just so many tremendous players not playing for the Lions.
From the 17, Darnold goes inside. Caught by Jones. Only get a couple, so we give it a final 2 here. They're bleeding enough of the clock, so Minnesota, great chance to end the half with the ball. And now give it to the Lions for a very good team in the last couple of minutes. And now Campbell taking time out with 28 seconds left before 3rd down.
Let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by AWS and the matchup that everybody's
There you go.
Amik Robertson and Justin Jefferson.
Take you straight to his channel.
15 matchups, 5 targets, just 2 receptions, and 10 of those in man coverage. If you would have told Aaron Glenn, Dan Campbell that was going to be the result of that matchup before the game, they would have been thrilled out of their mind. Can he hold up one more time here at the end of the half?
high school matchups, college as well. They hooked up one time. She's had a Louisiana Center, of course, Jefferson, part of the great championship team at LSU. 6 for the first down.
6 for the first down. Throws incomplete. To Donald again. Yeah.
It has just been amazing the kind of beating, pressure coming in from right here that we've seen Darnold take. And I think they took a look at some of the numbers of him holding the ball and said, I think we can get there before our coverage is going to break down.
And Chris, that's pass one outside guy working inside there, trying to get some pressure on for Aaron Glenn. So, this from 25, record.
This from 25 yards out.
It is a 1-point game.
It is a 1-point game.
And we'll be back in Detroit in 30 seconds. After this, AWS.
AWS knows NFL fans are obsessed with every single detail. That's why we power Next Gen Stats to give fans more. More good luck catching him. More defined.
Come together.
More, oh yeah, more stats.
Alright. Me.
Surprised so far?
Stunned. I really am. I just, the great thing about it is
Basically a damn field goal
strategy
that the Lions are up.
The Vikings. And the one comment that he made was, I know my head coach will have my back.
Right.
Like, if this blows up, and it could, you know, when you go against these receivers that the Minnesota Vikings have, and that guy in particular right there, Justin Jefferson, this could have gone very, very, very wrong here tonight. But he took chances, they're attacking, and right now it is working.
Both teams have been stymied and frustrated a bit.
Boom.
They go out of bounds, and if it does, it's interesting. The Lions have 1 timeout left. They get the ball at the 40-yard line. It only takes about 20 yards or so to get into field goal range from there.
Down. Kicking team number 16. Ball's placed at the 40-yard line. First down.
This is a very interesting time, and as we've been telling you the last few years since you've been watching the Lions, you know this. They are aggressive. And they're always aggressive in this part of the game, too. With 30, 40 seconds left, they kind of take a shot to get some points, and now they've got a real opportunity.
And Ben Johnson, you have to pay attention to him as a play caller. He'll lay a trick play on you in this part of the field, too.
Yeah, Bates can make them from mid-50s, so 20 yards. Can they get it? It's a 3-man rush.
3-man rush. Caught at the 41-yard line. First down.
So in 5 seconds, they get right there, and that kickoff mistake could cost the Vikings. Third and 1 to St. Brown tonight. He's got 53 yards, leads all receivers in the game. Jake Bates has made a 58 to 57-yarder this year. Timeout, 15 seconds. Hold field amount. Throw across the middle.
Caught at 31. First down.
Take the time out here at the back end to give Bates a shot for about 48 yards.
You make a mistake, you set them up, and they are going to negate basically your field goal on the other end, right? It's amazing how many of these games come down to special teams plays, mistakes, big plays.
And these are two kickers that have had very good rookie seasons, but are in big moments. And Bates hasn't had those big moments. If you were with us for the Houston game when he kicked the game-winning field goal, we told you that he was selling bricks in Houston and then got a call to come try out for the UFL, and then kicked for the team that played in this building, the Michigan Panthers, and kicked 360-plus yard field goals. Riker, the kicker who kicked it out of bounds in the kickoff, he's been part of the national championship teams, the great runs at Alabama. He's been in these big moments.
Bates has lived up to them thus far this year. Minnesota will take a timeout and try to ice it with 48 seconds to go.
Minnesota. 30-second timeout.
The Bates story was so unique because he didn't kick field goals during his college stops. He was a college soccer player for a couple of years and then had the opportunity to make the transfer over. And once he did finally kick in Arkansas in his last year, he was more of a kickoff specialist. He didn't kick any field goals. This year, all he's done is come in, set a Lions record for single-season points, and make big field goals against the Rams, the game winner against the Vikings, the Texans, the Packers, and here from 48 to extend the lead at the break. And Bates bangs it through again.
Bangs it through.
And the mistake on the kickoff cost the Minnesota Vikings 3 points. 26 of 29 for Jake Bates this season. Good from 48 at the break to give the Detroit Lions a 4-point lead with the #1 seed in the NFC North title on the line here in Detroit. Kevin O'Connell knows they let some points slip away in what figures to be a tight game. Dan Campbell thrilled with it. It is the Lions on top. The Vikings get the ball to start the second half. Our studio crew here with us in downtown Detroit. Here's Maria in the Toyota halftime.
Thanks, Mike. One-score game here, but we already can't wait for a wild card game next Sunday. Baker and the Bucks coming off that thrilling win against the NFC South. We're going to be taking on the rookie star Jaden Daniels and
Yep, well,
Sanders.
that too.
Down next on the Toyota halftime.
Don't want to miss a game? Just tell Siri. Show me the football schedule.
This is an extraordinary journey that has never been filmed before. The scope of the Americas is so massive, it's Earth's great supercontinent, our home. There are things that you did not know exist beneath places that you have walked. I think that's extraordinary. The Americas, released February 23rd for NBC and Peacock.
Ready? Okay.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phones?
And wait for them to come back from commercial so we can listen in to halftime.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones. Each serving has 4 free phones?
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, Erica. Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Winter's here and here to stay, so it's time to stock up on cold weather essentials at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Stay toasty with unbeatable prices on insulated boots, outerwear, thermal layers, wool socks, and a great range of home and garage heaters. Keep animals comfortable with heated equipment, de-icers, and livestock bedding. Plus, stay safe on the go with trusted brands of tires and batteries, portable jump starters, ice scrapers, antifreeze, and more. Trust the cold weather experts and find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Back in the Motor City with the NFC 1 seed on the line, we see the Vikings down 6-10 against the Lions. And they've had their opportunities at the Vikings, but they are 0 for 3 in the red zone so far in this game. As we welcome you back inside, and a great game going on before us. Maria Taylor, Kristen, Devin McCourty, and Jason Garrett, but it's a defensive one. And we have the top scoring team in the Lions and the top 10 team in the Vikings, and it's been all defense.
And I know we're going to hit on Sam Darnold's misses, but give the defenses some love. They come out and they play good football. Everything has been tough. They've made everything hard. Darnold does need to settle down a little bit, but shout out these defenses.
Yeah, love the plan by Aaron Glenn. It's aggressive. They're coming after him. They're playing man-to-man coverage. For me, it's just too much pass, too much drop-back pass by Minnesota. Darnold's overexcited. He's pumped up. He's throwing the ball high. Just too many missed opportunities.
The big thing is the Lions' pressure. Sam Darnold's been pressured and more than half of his drop-back passes. But these teams are close. The Lions, they scored a touchdown. Tip pass on the 4th and short. And then, of course, a tip pass interception. It'll heat up in the second half.
Minnesota will get the ball to start the second half. Remember, the loser visits the Rams, and the winner gets that 1 seed in the NFC. Let's take a look at next weekend's full schedule. Starts Saturday afternoon with Chargers Texans on CBS. Saturday night, Steelers Ravens on Prime Video. 3 games on Sunday, starting with Broncos and Bills on CBS. Sunday late afternoon, the Packers are at the Eagles on Fox, and Sunday night, our VR game will feature the Commanders and Bucks here on NBC and Peacock. Commanders have won 5 in a row, and Tampa Bay so far, they won 6 of their last 7. What do you expect from this matchup?
Yeah.
These two quarterbacks, they've been clutch all year. We continue to say it. They show up in the biggest moments, and everyone's going to talk about Baker Mayfield and his experience. I think he's the most experienced quarterback ever. We didn't win every playoff game, so don't give me all the experience.
That's right. If Jaden Daniels is hot he's been, I'm worried about Tampa's defense. Tampa puts too many people at the line of scrimmage to stop the run. There's always a little too much pressure. Their secondary's beat up. They got to protect them a little bit, or Jaden Daniels and company will pick them apart. And when you flip it over to Tampa's offense, obviously Baker has to play well, get it to his weapons outside, but the key guy is Bucky Irving. Run the football against this Washington defense. They're vulnerable. You can control the game and make that environment tough on the other side.
Well, it's interesting that we have the first-time coach, a rookie quarterback in the Commanders, but sometimes it makes a difference and they don't know what they have going against them. And Jaden Daniels kind of plays as if he has no fear every time we see him step on the field.
And I think that's the key. Dan Quinn is going to tell this team, hey, you played a certain way all year to be in this moment. Don't worry about not having experience, Jaden Daniels. You've proven to your teammates and the rest of the NFL how good you are. Just go play your game.
He's played in so many big moments throughout his career. This guy never blinks. It's never too big for him. Tampa's O-line can overpower people, to Jason Garrett's point, and they're going to create man-to-man coverage. Marshawn Lattimore against Mike Evans. Watch that matchup. There's a history. They don't like each other very much.
And we're going to be on the lookout for Marshawn Lattimore. We're going to be on the lookout for Antoine Whitfield Jr., whether or not they'll be able to return. Those are 2 key players on the defensive end.
We're talking about the playoffs are about defenses. Defenses step up. They shut down some of the things you've been doing over and over again. Offense trying to put in new wrinkles. Having your key communicators in there makes a world of difference.
Well, as we mentioned, the winner here is going to get the 1 seed. The loser, the 5 seed. That means they go on the road to take on the Rams. And we talked about the Eagles. They rested a lot of their players, but they will have an opportunity to play against those Packers yet again when they got that win earlier this season in Brazil. Now, coming up, a look at the exclusive history and massive paydays that we saw today. But first, Toyota shows us how our world was made for adventure, just like legendary lineup of Toyota trucks.
First there was fire and heat, ice so cold it blistered mountains, flames so hot they forged rock into new land, unstoppable forces and immovable objects colliding, creating a world that was made for adventure. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
All this week, it's a Hoda on today. Join us as we celebrate Hoda and toast her next chapter. Only out today.
Can we start with Mike Evans?
Oh, yes, we can. He needed 5 yards to get 1,000 yards for the 11th straight season. Needs 1,000, needs 5 yards. He gets 7. He does it. The team goes crazy. Devin McCourty's mad at the Saints
Yeah.
But how about rock and roll? Brock Bowers, the best tight end in football this year, 112 receptions. Sets the new rookie record for receptions. Brock Bowers, you're a bad man. Something else, but how about the 500 club? Exclusive. Brady, Breeze, Manning, Favre, and now Aaron Rodgers. Do the math. It's averaging 25 touchdowns a year for 20 years. Yeah. It's hard to imagine. Good. You're right.
Okay, that was Sunday funny, but can we talk about payday for Geno Smith? He earned a total of $6 million in incentives, $2 million apiece for setting a career high in passing yards, completion percentage, and for leading Seattle.
Way to go, Geno. Get paid, young man, get paid. You tried to write him off, but he didn't write back.
They wrote a check, okay? And other big news today is the Patriots fired their head coach, Gerard Mayo. They went 4-13 in his first and only season in charge. Colts owner Jim Irsay announced that GM Chris Ballard and head coach Shane Steichen will both return next season, despite Indy missing the playoffs again.
That is big. That's big news. This next one's really big.
Yeah, that's Miami missed the playoffs. Tyreek Hill set him up, bro.
I thought he loved South Florida and Miami, and now he's sick of it? I mean, that's going to be something to watch.
We'll keep our eye on this, but much more will be on Pro Football Talk. You can watch all the news coming up this week. Meanwhile, we've got a good one going here. 10-6, the Lions holding serve right now. The Vikings get the ball coming out of the second half. Remember, on the line, the 1 seed in the NFC when we return.
This has been the Toyota Halftime.
Time show.
To go places.
God damn it. Hey, if you're watching that Wise and Lion show, or better yet,
It's called the Pit. It's a classified prison.
if you're watching a spam
It's home to the most violent,
YouTube
dangerous
channel,
criminals
come on
I've
over.
ever known.
There's something more. Can you tell me why I'm actually here?
It was a jailbreak. Someone wanted those killers back out in the world.
How many got out?
A lot.
That's why you're here. We need your help to catch them.
The Hunting Party, February 3rd on NBC and Peacock.
Menards is your one-stop shop with all of the latest furniture styles at the lowest prices. Plus a great selection in stock, ready to take home today. So go ahead, kick back in a recliner, get cozy in a love seat, or simply unwind with a comfy sofa. Need more seats? We've got sectionals too. Hurry in while supplies last. When they're gone, they're gone. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag.
Can I get 5 likes, please?
Every big dream requires investment. Investment of your thought and planning, hard work, and valuable time. It also helps to invest in a partner you can depend on to guide you every step of the way. TrustPoint has proudly served as that partner for more than 100 years. From investment management to retirement planning, business transitions to giving back to the causes you care about, our services are designed to help you meet your financial goals because we're as committed to making them real as you are. TrustPoint, invested in you.
Don't, no.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tonight's first half replay is presented by Progressive.
Got an opening. Go. The acceleration. Jimmy Atkins. Nobody's beating this guy in foot race. Pass rush. And Turtles will go down at the 2. Oh, a huge hit.
Bam, boom. Mom.
Does your coverage need a replay? See if you can save with Progressive.
Oh, hey.
Just one touchdown in that first half. Detroit 10, Minnesota 6. Start of the third quarter. In time now for tonight's buzz, powered by
AWS, Jameer Gibbs handling most of the work for Detroit, including that touchdown run of 25 yards, the lone score of the game. The quarterbacks and protecting them was a story. And right now they're being pressured. Darnold, as much as he has all season, in golf, fourth most pressure he's gotten all season. Thus, their numbers are a little bit lower than they've been in terms of productivity thus far this year. And this Minnesota offense has gotten down to the red zone 3 times, no touchdowns. A couple of goal-to-goal opportunities, they came up dry. And Darnold,
Man,
those goal-to-go
I have 5 legs.
0 of 6 on pass
That was
attempts.
good.
Storylines, you cruise down Woodward and onto Ford Field here in Detroit. Sam Darnold, California guy, career starts in New York. Gets that foundational base last year in San Francisco. And Jared Goff, Cal, starting his career in the Super Bowl with the Rams. And then the trade for Matthew Stafford. Instead of being a placeholder, he's got a place in the Lions record books and may have a place in their history tonight. Franchise record 14 wins for Detroit. 30 minutes away, one of these teams, number 1 seed in the NFC. Jake Bates to kick it off. Too deep, taking the knee. Minnesota gets into the 30. I'm over to go, Melissa, with Dan Campbell.
Dan, 30 minutes left to secure the number 1 seed. What's it going to take?
Yeah, well, look, our defense is playing well right now. Those guys are going to come out, they're going to make some plays. We know they're going to try to get Jefferson the ball. We just got to keep playing the way we're playing. It's awesome in the red zone right now. OP3. Offensively, we got to get our run game going. Be much more efficient and convert on 3rd or 4th down when they come up.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, thank you.
Detroit's 4 of 9 on 3rd and 4th down combined. Justin Jefferson targeted 6 times tonight. 2 catches. Cam Akers will be the running back to start the second half for the Vikings.
Yeah. About a yard.
You know, Mike, that first half really came down to the fact that Darnold in the red zone, 1 for 8 for 4 yards. That's it. That's the game. That's what we're talking about.
Second down, Darnold taking a shot down the field over there. Some miscommunication. And now that conversation from official to official. Saying, is anybody down there? No grounding. None of that stuff. Going to be 3rd down.
Well, 3rd down and long, and that's significant because this is where we've been saying, and Dan Campbell's going crazy, there's nobody in sight. But this is where we've seen the Lions be really effective with their pressure. And remember that we've seen Sam Darnold take 46 sacks this year, 4th most. He tends to hold the ball, and if he does here, they may get him again.
3rd and 8. Again, the pressure comes. Darnold chases away, resets and throws.
Incomplete.
Intended again, but a flag down.
Huh?
On the Lions quarter. Pressure comes, he goes to Jefferson. And pass interference is called. It'll be a 1st down for the Vikings.
Contact, defense number 32. 5-yard penalty, automatic. 1st down.
So that's on Brian Branch and not on Robertson, 32.
They are getting really physical, and one of the things that the Vikings talked about was that trying to get off the ball against these guys is going to be a battle, so we just have to fight our way through it. They're not going to call it very often. They did call that one, and he didn't get the call prior, which is sort of the double whammy that time for the Lions.
Good call. Takes Minnesota for 1st down to the 37-yard line.
Down to 37.
Aaron Jones and Akers one more time. Darnold looking deep, middle, and incomplete. Radisson. Apparently, Aaron Jones is in the locker room, hasn't come out yet. No injury designation. Melissa tells us that from the sideline, so she's watching closely. Keep us up to date on Akers, the backup being in for the start of this quarter.
And where that impacts the most, a couple areas. One, obviously, he's a good runner, but he also is a tremendous pass protector.
Yeah.
And 3, he is one of those receivers out of the backfield that can break one for a big play from the running back position.
On cue, he comes back. It's up by the bench area. 2nd and 10. They clock it 0. Darnold gives. And Akers takes off.
Akers takes off 50, 40, 30. Inside the 10, 56-yard run. 58 yards for Cam Akers.
Cutback is going to be what gets them on an outside zone play, and they get the backside block. Anytime you see a play in a zone run break, it's because the backside got it done, and Cam Akers, who made a huge catch to lock up that game a week ago, comes back huge again.
Second longest run Chris in his career, guy who has come back from multiple injuries, including tearing his Achilles. Traded to the Vikings, middle of this year. Inside run, Akers, nothing there. So again, here they are, 1st and goal. Minnesota trying to solve it inside the 10. They're trying to take the lead.
It's stunning almost, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. And whatever it is, whether it's a 2-point play or something that Kevin O'Connell has up his sleeve here a bit, they need something that breaks out, because so far Aaron Glenn has pushed all the right buttons when they've been in the red zone.
Aaron Jones back in.
Oh,
Jefferson. There he is.
that's ice cold. Jones, few yards.
Hand on him. Jack Campbell finishes him off. 2.5-yard line. They'll mark it officially at the 2 for 3rd and goal.
So they go in motion, and Robertson's going to stop and realize what's going on and hustle all the way back across there to make the play. This is about as good as I've seen out of a defender, especially an outside corner, this entire season. That was just a savvy veteran realizing what was happening.
CJ and the fullback in the game. 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
In trouble. Spins out again. And lofts it away. What do you do now? Go for the field goal and get the points to make it a 1-point game. No, he's going to go for it.
I mean, this has been as frustrating, and once again, I'm going to give Aaron Glenn credit. Every time that Kevin O'Connell thinks they're going to play man coverage, they play a zone. Every time they think they're going to play zone, they're playing a man coverage. And so far, the entire story of this game is what's happened inside the 5-yard line for the Vikings, which has been very low.
Stopped on 4th and goal from the 3 in the first half. 4th and goal from the 2 now.
4th and goal. Incomplete.
The Detroit Lions defense having a night. The pass for Addison, incomplete. And the Vikings come up dry again.
When you're a sports fan, nothing beats being there. And when you're with Amex Platinum, you never miss the next big moment. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
Oh, I've travelled all over the country talking about saving with Geico. But that's the important bit, isn't it? Showing up, saying, hello, fancy a nice chat. And then we talk like two old friends about sticky buns and all the savings you could get by bundling your home and car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact. Do you feel that? We just had a moment.
10-6.
Who'd have thought it?
Vikings.
Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
Good morning, commuters. Looks like we got traffic backed up for miles. Starting with a downed tree blocking East Avenue and a broken water main causing a bottleneck on the westbound lane.
We've got weekend travelers flooding the turnpike, meaning it's bumper-to-bumper traffic for the foreseeable future. I'd get comfortable. You might be there for a while.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
The red zone has been a nightmare so far for the Minnesota Vikings on offense, and for a variety of reasons. Pretty consistent pressure, high throws being missed, occasionally just catch a break, right? Meek Robertson just catches a break on that one. They miss the throw, then they answer with pressure, come back, force the scramble, and it has been the way that they have just plastered to these receivers down the field. Once the play breaks away, Sam Darnold has not been able to find anybody late.
Big trail. Goff in his own end zone. Deep shot downfield. Is covered down there. Intercepted by Anderson Smith. So Smith kept drifting back to deep ball for Jameson Williams, who never got near it. And Smith, the oldest starting defensive back in the league, with the 46th takeaway of his career. Third kick of the season.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Mike, I want to know the person that predicted this game going like this. This is just a launched ball down the field because you're going to try and take a shot with your speedster. But Jameson Williams either lost the ball or slowed down. He wasn't even in contention for that ball, and I don't think Jared Goff can believe it either.
Goff has thrown 12 interceptions, 7 of them on Sunday Night Football. Remember, he had the 5 against Houston. So Minnesota gets
And still won that game.
they get it in their own 46-yard line. Aaron Jones, the running back. He comes to the left. He's a piece behind Jones. Gets to the Lions side of midfield. Right around the 46, and one of the Lions is shaken up. And I think it's Terry and Arnold.
That is starting corner. Not good. They are almost out of cornerbacks if that's the case.
Rookie out of Alabama, who was taken in the first round and had so many penalties called against him early in the season, but has since figured it out. Just made a big play on the prior snap. Arnold down right in front of Dan Campbell on the line sideline.
And now your action weather broadcast. We've got shifting weather conditions on the horizon. Expect high winds, scattered thunderstorms, cold fronts, and dense fog. It's a wild one out there.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Sure, a meal like this is an option. But why would you settle for less?
Ah, I like this one.
When you can have the real deal. Applebee's really big meal deal for only $9.99. Choose our new juicy hand-breaded Big Cluckin' chicken sandwich. Or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus endless fries and drinks. All for just $9.99. Applebee's really big meal deal. We're eating good in the neighborhood.
I don't like this commercial. Dun, 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 dun.
This island is full of a bunch of people who are nuts.
All aboard the lawn, that's extra.
There's a storm coming.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check your spelling first before taking off your shirts.
Stu, Virginia.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Hey, what's up? I'm the W.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
PGA Tour's new season off to the start this weekend in Hawaii. Record-setting start.
Sony Open in Hawaii.
That big field at Wildlife Sony Open Saturday and Sunday on NBC.
T. And Pika. Yeah.
Right now they're running out of people. That's Terry and Arnold. That's not a good sight. No pressure on that leg. Chris, he was hurt a moment ago.
Yeah, and they are really down at the quarterback position. Remember, Amik Robertson was a slot. He's playing outside now. And so you bring in Kendall Vildor, who did start a couple of games here in the past month.
Arnold gets it. And Jones, he takes off the first down to the 30.
First down. Jones.
Aaron Jones, locker room to start this quarter. Factor on the last few plays.
And the other guy that we didn't talk about is Carlton Davis, who's out with a broken jaw. So this is a secondary very much depleted at this point. And so all those pass plays that have been struggling, and Amik Robertson is out there doing a fantastic job on Justin Jefferson. But at some point, the other guys now for the Vikings should be able to beat some of the corners they've got in the game.
37, Darnold, play pass. Again, spinning to his right. Gets through it almost threw it into the arms of Darius Smith.
Almost to Desmarius Smith.
Receiver in the neighborhood. That's what the officiating crew is discussing now. And they drop the flag.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 14. All places the spot of the foul. A down count. Getting second down.
That's going to be a big loss, about 13 yards.
We'll take a look, and you had Trent Sherfield there for a minute, but then he got out. And I tell you, we have seen this entire game. I don't think Sam Darnold's been hit this much since he's gotten in the NFL. I mean, this has just been a beatdown with people that were unexpected to be able to bring this kind of pressure. This is a game plan. This is something they put together with these guys up front. And let's do say, though, that Alex Anzalone being back may have a little something to do with this. They're going to win it going forward, not going backwards.
Second 23. Jefferson lines out a little bit at the top of the screen. Lines again through the extra pressure. Darnold firing away. Jefferson's got it. With Robertson down and looking for a flag. Jefferson goes forward. He's shy of the first down. They got a lot of the penalty yardage back at the 33.
They call this going against leverage. His leverage is
Yeah.
outside, but he's going to go outside anyway. Made him really believe he was coming back inside, and then you see Robertson just fall on the play. And for Darnold, he was definitely peeking that way. He's trying to get his guy going. Like, I know what that guy can do.
This is third down and 6.
Done 6. Incomplete. And incomplete. I mean, picked off.
That's a fundamental fun move. This 14 games. Come back late in the season again this year for Detroit.
Mike, you ever heard the term speeding up the clock in the quarterback's head?
Oh, yeah.
It's exactly what's happening here. They're after Sam Darnold. He's having to anticipate throws and cuts from his wide receivers that they haven't had to do all season long.
Important field goal for Will Reichert from 51 yards away. Back center knocks it down the middle. So Reichert is first 14 kicks this year.
First 14 kicks.
Great on that one. For 51, he's good. It's a 1-point game again.
1-point game.
You told Mom to send her prescription to Amazon Pharmacy. She didn't. Now you're stuck behind this guy, as he uses the pharmacy line to purchase half the store. including a ceramic dolphin figurine, without a price. All Mom had to do was use Amazon Pharmacy, and her meds would get delivered right to her door.
We have got to level up. The next
Damn commercial.
Star of the Seas. Book today. First there was fire. And heat. Ice so cold it blistered mountains. Flames so hot they forged rock into new land. Unstoppable forces and immovable objects colliding, creating a world that was made for adventure. Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Taxes was waiting. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who can do your taxes in a day, so you can get up to $4,000 instantly. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax.
Moving toward the danger, not away from it.
Get me a gurney! We're gonna get you through this in you.
Chicago Doomsday, new on NBC and Peacock.
Toyota, the official automotive partner of the NFL. Let's go places. And by Applebee's, the official
And by Applebee's.
Some moments from memorable Sunday Night Football season finales, including 2022 when the Aaron Rodgers running Green Bay ended as the Lions knocked out the Packers. Packers winning in to get the playoffs. Seattle had won earlier that day, taking the Lions out of the playoffs. But talking to Dan Campbell when we visited during Lions practice on Friday, he said that was one of the milestone moments for Detroit in this turnaround that took them to the NFC Championship game, division title last year.
Yeah.
Has them at 14 wins and trying to repeat. Champions of the North, but Minnesota's got a great chance back in this in a 1-point game.
1-point game.
Take over at the 30, Chris.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam, and it has been these new edge players on the outside. Jonathan Grenard working against Penei Sewell, one of the absolute best in the National Football League. Then to the other side, going against Taylor Decker, and he decks the quarterback on this one. And Van Ginkel with the shot of the night right there to set the tone early for what was to come. And both these quarterbacks have been under constant pressure in a way we haven't seen from them all season long.
Up to the 30, Lions take over on first down. While swinging it out, Gibbs hitting stride very close.
Yeah.
First down, 40-yard line.
40 line. Well, you outside me.
Yeah, and part of the reason that it hasn't been going quite as well for the Detroit Lions, this is the team that has used play action more than any team going back to 2006. That is a staple of what they do. Typically, they're running, force those safeties down, out, and yet they really have not been able to run it that effectively tonight to have that work.
Inside here with Gibbs pushed forward by Penei Sewell, and that'll get Detroit the first down across the 40-yard line. Lions 16 carries, 57 yards against this Minnesota defense. Rebuilt in free agency in part by that man, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, the general manager, in his third year here with the Vikings.
Then he signed all these defensive guys. Their names.
Yeah. As Lions tight end. I've only been live for over 2 hours. I'm live.
And the Vikings have Harrison Phillips needing medical attention on the field.
Team captain along with Metellus. Nobody wants out of this fight. You know, yeah, nobody wants out of this fight. But this is, you know, you want to talk about Dan Campbell and what he preaches on a constant basis. This is it, right? It's not going as expected. Everybody thought this was going to be high scoring. It's not. The defenses have stepped up, and now you have to go find a way to find the grit and go win this game. It's not
Hey,
always going
anybody
to be
watching this 10-9 fight?
figure out a plan from here, and typically from here, toughest team wins.
Second and 3, got the first down. Gibbs, Canarian Gibbs got the first.
Players, they want to go get the quarterback at all time. Actually,
First down.
has 11.5 sacks, and Bernard just 11. But those two guys have just set the tone. And anytime you grab somebody in the first round, which they did, an edge player with Dallas Turner, and he doesn't really get on the field, you hit two great free agents.
Touchdown picked up by Gibbs. Greg Reynolds down the running back. Play action. Van Ginkel coming. Pass to Jameson. By Byron Murphy.
Lost about 15 yards. Murphy Jr.
6 interceptions so far this year, tied for third in the NFL. A lot of people thought that he may just forever be a slot cornerback, but they moved him outside, and he has just gotten better and better and better as they go, and turned himself into a Pro Bowl starter back there. Another new guy, he just happened to come in a year ago.
Halfway through this third quarter. And movement for the Lions will make it 2nd and 20.
Ball start. Offense. Number 68. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Taylor Decker over on that left side. Those edges start getting by you, giving you a tough time. Things happen.
It's about as unsettled as I've seen the Detroit Lions offense, which is great.
Yeah, in terms of inability to get jump plays.
Yeah, I mean, ordinarily,
like that.
They in most games, they've already had at least 2-3 50-yard plays.
The only touchdown of the game by Gibbs in the first quarter. He's in the front. Toss the throw. Taken down the 41-yard line. Bynum and Van Ginkel ahead of a couple shots in the first half. They got a big jump there of 18.
Double-A blitz coming right there, and Reynolds had to come over and step up and make this block. There is no time at all to do that, and yet able to hang right in there with Ivan Pace.
Third and 2. Harrison Phillips has a new contact lens, and the big guy's back in the lineup. Looks like throw here on 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Going if this group up here blocks like this. And they get it done. And once again, and maybe Craig Reynolds coming in the game as a pass protector is helping this cause and getting the passing game going.
Williams.
And that's what I love about Van Ginkel. Chris, he makes plays at the quarterback and back in the secondary as well.
Well, nobody drops more as an edge rusher than he does. And when you say he drops like 180 times, something like that this year, and still has the ability to come up with 11.5 sacks, that's a statement.
11.5 sacks? Oh boy. Pushing forward.
At the 19-yard line, needed to get another half yard. It'll be 3rd and short. We are about 2/3 through this game. 10-9 Detroit. Winner is the 1 seed and off next week. The loser heading to LA to take on Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, and the Rams.
We saw a shot there of Justin Jefferson. They're not getting back in it, but this is the first time we've seen one of those classic Detroit Lions wear down a defense drives.
Whistle is, I don't know if this is expedited anything here. Let's check it out. The down judge, Kent Payne, came in.
After replay assist, It's a first down, Detroit.
And my mistake, I used the wrong terminology. Replay assist, they had a peek at it. So the Lions will pick up the first down inside the red zone here.
Now, would that be called a Bronx cheer even here, or does Detroit have their own name?
I don't think so. It's Midwest folk. They don't do those things.
Okay.
They get past the 19, and that extra surge and push got them there.
So it's a first down.
Second best drive of the night for Detroit. Gibbs right. 15.
Another Gibbs one.
Comes over to make the tackle.
The down judge.
The Vikings, Cashman, the linebacker, a couple different folks said, maybe watch with him. He's that big free agency addition, and every time he's been on the field, they've won 13-0. Cashman in the lineup.
Well, in today's NFL, linebackers used to weigh 250 pounds and plug up the middle. Anymore, you have to be able to cover a back out of the backfield. And Jameer Gibbs is about as tough an assignment as you could possibly get.
And it's all back there on the 23, 8 yards back from top. Big touch there, safe ground, a lot of traffic. As he twisted down, and Grenard came off the edge to stop him around the 13-yard line.
On the 13, they stopped him.
I always think what it must be like to be one of those corners out there and see Panay Sewell pulling out on one of those wide receiver screens. And once he comes that way, yeah, I'm diving for an ankle. I don't blame you there, Myron.
Such the feel of a division game with good matchups. These guys know each other. They've kept them away from their best stuff all night. 3rd and 4, they'll run it with Gibbs. Lost the ball there for a second, got it back in his hands. So it is a little more than a yard that Campbell needs. He's going to amble down and take a peek at it. As the Lions will stay out there and go for it.
He does talk about, though, it's a bit of a feel for him. And ordinarily they're ripping off chunks, 4 or 5 yards at a time. It really hasn't been tonight. He's thrown it on 1 4th and 1.
So 4th and 2. The Lions go for it. The Vikings bring it. It's a touchdown to Gibbs.
Andrew Van Ginkel could do a lot of things, but they bring the pressure right up the middle, and that means we got one-on-one right over here with the leading sacker for the Minnesota Vikings. And
Touchdown! A gift. Ooh. A boinker. Good.
18 total touchdowns. Many as anybody in the league this year. Jameer Gibbs.
Jameer Gibbs.
And he puts Detroit back on top. With 2.5 left in the 3rd.
The Thompson's new front door looks sharp, right?
Did we need to wave her down to tell her that?
No.
No. For a young homeowner turning into their parents, the neighborhood is their life.
I wonder who's visiting the Bergs. It's not their car.
Hey guys, who's winning? Now, most of the neighborhood uses Progressive for their cars and house.
She didn't ask.
Oh.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Here it comes, like clockwork.
Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus Burger King.
Mm-hmm.
You get 25% off your order every day, which means you can have it your way. His way is not recommended. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
Oof. Stop paying for that old phone. Don't be. At Verizon, we'll pay off your phone, and you'll get iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. Now with Genmoji. That's a value of up to $1,800. Only on Verizon.
Come on. What's wrong with Daddy? Daddy,
Anybody know you? We only got 14 good people watching.
Sometimes I'm not sure who did it. This is not one of those times.
I take this job very seriously.
I want to win no different from you. Let's go. No one will. January 16th.
Reeves got us 100% addicted to their new comedy, Happy's Place. The critics call it hilarious, an instant hit. Check out Happy's Place Friday on NBC and Peacock. Happy's Place is a local cabin, Cadillac Square, downtown Detroit. A little snack on your way to work. Jameer Gibbs. In his second year, people were wondering why did the Lions take a running back so high, 12th pick in the draft. Well, Jameer Gibbs has now given them 18 total touchdowns on the season. Bates kicks.
Boom.
Vikings take over at the 30.
Without Aiden Hutchinson, they don't have a pure pass rusher right now with the Detroit Lions. So what are they doing? They're squeezing the pocket in and not allowing any of their pass rushers to get over the top here. So you want to go to the line and then start squeezing in here, and that has really impacted Sam Darnold tonight. He's been uncomfortable. They've moved him out of the pocket, and when he's gotten out of the pocket, he has not been effective.
Takes over the 30, Aaron Jones on Campbell, Levi pregame. He tackled, gain of about 3 yards.
Gain about 3. Just wanted to make sure.
Has been fantastic, right? Tonight, 12 for 29, 41%, 123 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, a 54 rate. They can't win like that. They have to make big plays with their wideouts.
Pressure picked up that time. Chased by Campbell, thrown on the road. There it is. Stumbling out of bounds is Naylor. Thought he would have had a lot more at the 45-yard line. There's a flag back in the secondary. We're on the side of the ball where the throw happened. Brad Rogers going to sort it here. 5 flags on Detroit, 3 on Minnesota here tonight.
Holding, defense number 6. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
That's on Melifonwu.
Mike, the Detroit Lions are using
Yeah.
a lot of these picks inside. They're blitzing both linebackers, but the first one is not rushing the passer. He's picking off the far side guard, and then they're looping back around with the other one, and that pressure is forcing Sam Darnold out of the pocket.
40, get inside for Jones. It's got 3 yards there. He's 45 yards on 10 carries. Here are all these fans making noise. It's obviously partisan Detroit crowd. They also have $2 million spent by the Vikings ownership to get a couple thousand tickets at face value for Vikings fans to come in and support the road team. Darnold pressured again. Got it. A big hit on Josh Oliver from Melifonwu. We'll leave them 4 yards to get here on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Go. These are the kind of moments that decide who's the number 1 seed, who's the number 5 seed.
Come on, man.
They won't be going for it, so the full plate is open. For Kevin O'Connell, if he wants to run the football, we've certainly seen that in the past out of Dan Campbell on 3rd down here.
Jones coming to get a breather.
Second game today.
Jefferson the motion, 3rd and 4. Darnold over the middle for Hawkinson. And no flag.
No flag.
Alex Anzalone, what did they ever do with
4th and 4 from the Detroit 43. What are they going to do? Yeah.
Minnesota thought that he may well be the equalizer in this game, but not with Anzalone out there.
Minnesota looking for a flag, but no flag.
So O'Connell is going to the replays. They kick it to get Reichert another shot. Made a 51. This is a 52. And hang on, that's the wrong ball. A K ball in there. Over the sideline for something here. K balls are not used just for kicking. Right ball is in play. And here we go with Reichert's 51. Mahomes missed it to the right.
Incomplete.
Will Reichert has missed 2 field goals in Green Bay. One was 57 and hit the crossbar when he missed left on a 43-yarder, and that's the worst feeling in the world when it's a two-way miss.
Well, there's a worse feeling, and that's when you're the head coach and you decide to kick a field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 3, and it misses by 15 yards.
Yeah.
Because now it gets to the point in the game where it's a one-score game, but if the Lions score on this drive, now you're down 2 scores, and you're down to about 3 drives left in the game. So the margins get tighter. And the Lions get the ball back.
Well, that and Buffalo gets nailed. Wide left, right. First down them all. Down damn near to 46. Christ.
Just begin to emerge, not just as a star in this league, but as a superstar. You turn your back on play action, and you're going to get hit right in the chops. But
Is that the end of the 4th quarter?
Where the open guy was going to be off of that if both of those guys brought pressure to that side. Neither dropped off in coverage. Goff knew it and took advantage.
End of the quarter. Lions outscore Minnesota by 4 in the 3rd. And they lead by 8. In the battle for
By 8.
in the NFC North title, Sunday Night Football continues. From the north.
Lions. Vikings.
February, take an extraordinary journey. Do you trust me or not? It's astounding that this is our home.
Everyone deserves somebody who will fight for them.
What did you do? 3 shows. 1 night. All new February 23rd on NBC.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen. And our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable warranties. Take advantage of our biggest savings ever and receive up to 25% off your entire project. Connect with our team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com.
Save smarter and grow your funds faster with a certificate from Royal Credit Union. Royal's 4.25% 9-month certificate has no minimum opening balance and a locked-in rate for a guaranteed return at maturity. Open a 4.25% APY 9-month certificate at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/certificate425. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 12/5/24, insured by NCUA.
Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble. Our show is completely made up. Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold. It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money. It is. Don't miss Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood. Catch them on Friday, January 17th at the Pablo Center. Get your tickets at Pablo Center.
Be right back.
Go fast, run to one off, foot. Tonight's SNF sites are provided by Nationwide. We take you through the Detroit Historical Museum, which is the history of the city, the history of the American auto industry. Big Auto Show is in town next week. The show tonight is here at Ford Field. The Vikings in town, the #1 seed on the line. Lions lead by 8. Fourth quarter begins. Terry McCauley, our rules analyst. This is start from the sideline. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth. Here in the booth, the 45. Goff on first down. It is complete to his tight end, and Sam Laporta's got a dozen before Pace brings him down. And another Lion first down.
Sam Laporta is starting to get hot himself. 4 touchdowns in the last 5 games, and we talked to him, and he was like, "Hey, I'm not one to go complain, but
I'm not ready to blow the horn yet, but I think Detroit's gonna win.
So close to a game changer, a season changer.
You would have to pay me a lot of money to throw a wide receiver screen to Van Ginkel's side. Oh, he had it. He played it perfectly. He just couldn't grab it. Wow.
Goff's run of 10 straight completions. Second and 10. Throwing back inside. That's not the 10 needed. As St. Brown makes the catch. Voting for the All-Pro teams happens tomorrow. They'll be announced at the end of the year, but that guy has a great chance to be on it again.
Just throw into the blitz. Once they blitz that side and drop back with that zone underneath it, that's the void in the zone. And it was interesting, wasn't it? Talking to Jared Goff, he was like, he goes, "Chris, I know how to play these guys. Like, if they're going to blitz, we're going to have to take advantage of it. If they're going to play off, I know how to take advantage of that too. We're going to be all right." He got hit a lot tonight, but he's been all right so far.
Jameson Williams on the catch. Another first down.
Watch the eyes here of Jared Goff. He's going to go to at least his third look here and stare right in the face of a defender that's going to hit him right in the chops. And yet he continued to use his brain to understand where the next one was. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? And the one thing that Goff is
shotgun, gonna throw, caught.
Is give me more. Give me more. Don't feel like
Jameson Williams with a big catch. First and 10 at the Minnesota 13.
Gibbs left. Touchdown, Lions. Touchdown.
Gibbs, touchdown off the side. Wow.
No player in the National Football League this year has more touchdowns than that man. Jahmyr Gibbs to the end zone for the 19th.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Bam.
You save so much bundling home and auto with the personal price plan. They got excited. Bundle life. And bundle football with football. Bundle, amigo. Get a bundle. Bundle life.
Go.
Save with the personal price plan.
Do you kick it?
So do you kick it or pass it?
Yeah. Is it the Chefs or the Chiefs? That's my question. Or is it one of these jokers?
A few moments later. A few moments later.
Because crispy tortilla chips make a better breading, and your go-to sauces are more fun when you put them together. So don't be it.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's only 13:06 left to go. That's in the whole game now.
For days, and getting home
until the game is over.
Just park it over. Nope. I think I'm good there. Keep it close.
You hit my truck
Really?
in one tight spot. And the strength. And the smarts.
I knew it. Come on.
And the Silverado family of trucks. The Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Baby girl is home.
A family reunion.
You're sweet and sensitive, and she likes to shoot things.
With Southern hospitality.
Why don't you take her on and paintball?
We were on the same team.
Happiest Place. Friday on NBC and Peacock.
Welcome back to Ford Field.
About injuries to this Lions defense. We have a few more to add. Cornerback Terrion Arnold. We saw him being helped off the field, putting zero pressure on his right leg. Clearly in a lot of pain. He was very emotional. He was immediately carted off. He is questionable with a foot injury. Also, defensive lineman Pat O'Connor. He is out with a calf injury.
Melissa, so a couple more injuries for the Detroit team that if they can hold on for 13 minutes, we'll get a week to get some rest, get the bye, get the number 1 seed. Minnesota looking for a fierce comeback here in the 4th as a Viking team that has won 9 straight. Their longest win streak since 1975. Trying to grab a number 1 seed for the 4th time in franchise history, but they've done it since that 15-1 season back in 1998. Since seeding began back in 1975, the Lions have never been number 1 seed. Cutback. Minnesota takes over at the 3rd. Chris?
Alex Anzalone had a plate put in his forearm. He's just got cleared to be able to play, and the Minnesota Vikings really wish that he had not. Run stumps throughout the course of the day, but his real impact has been in the pass defense. He has done a job on T.J. Hawkinson, someone they probably would not have had an answer for, but for the fact that he returned in his return alone.
Yeah, want that too.
He has a way of
Okay, okay.
Vikings make a quick strike from the 30. Going to begin on the ground. Cam Akers comes back, comes under, gets a couple. You mentioned Anzalone returning carbon fiber cast. That's what he put out on social media today. The surgery, the result, and what that carbon fiber cast is covering. Everybody wants to be a dog. Well, he has been one and then some here tonight. 2nd and 8. Swing it out. Akers. Anzalone over there with that right arm. Punching at the ball. Set up 3rd and 5.
Like Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison have more.
Come on in if you're a Packer fan.
Wide receiver duo in the National Football League. They have 8 touchdowns between them. Tonight, not a single pass over 20 yards deep. It has been the secondary. It has been keeping a lid on it, and it has been the defensive coordinator, Aaron Clinton.
Oh yeah, that too.
To play those receivers in man coverage.
Oh.
5 targets for Addison. 8 for Jefferson. 3rd and 5. Lions.
3rd and 5. 3rd and 5.
Still Darnold flushed off the spot. Has to throw it. Put down in the secondary. The pass is incomplete. Anzalone looking back. He was covering Hawkinson, and I think that's where they may have contact downfield.
Holding. Defense number 34. 5-yard penalty, automatic. 1st down.
I'll say it again. It was anticipated by the Vikings that the Detroit Lions would be very physical like that all night long. And that they sort of budget in a penalty or two. If you get it, it's okay, but you're going to win a lot more than that.
And now yet another Lions defensive player is shaken up. That's Levi Onwuzurike, one of the few players who's been up front for a good part of the season.
He leads his team with quarterback hits, so he is somebody who actually has gotten pressure on the quarterback.
Onwuzurike has dealt with back injuries and a couple of spinal fusions. It's their 2nd round pick back in 2021.
Yeah, Mike, I think that we've got to begin to see Sam Darnold get the ball out of his hand quickly.
Yeah.
Some slants, some little pick plays, some little things to get a couple of catch-up runs going. Because what has not worked tonight has been the scramble throws. When he's gotten outside the pocket, it has been nothing for the Minnesota Vikings. Just get it out of his hand. Let's get some rhythm throws going.
Akers remains the back. He's going to get a swing here.
Akers remains back.
Comes through to knock him down.
Knocks him down.
Chesapeake Robertson's made about 3 plays tonight, one down in the red zone to save a touchdown, where he saw something and reacted to it and made a saving tackle or a saving play.
Trying to unlock Justin Jefferson, bottom of the screen, 2nd and 9. To the middle, breaking up for Hawkinson. And it is Branch. Throw ball down. Only one on this defense.
They are gobbling these guys up tonight. You can see the physical presence. Yes, a little tug there. Not called at all. But the versatility of these players, the versatility of the Anzalonis and the Brian Branches and the Amik Robertson, all playing a different position that they anticipated playing.
You can listen in here. Come on in. Come on in. Darnold in trouble. Al-Quadin Muhammad.
So what is happening? Here it is again. This little cross blitz inside opens everything up because now it's just a one-on-one block on the outside for Cam Robinson, and they're used to getting support. Somebody sliding that way, a back, a tight end, something. But because of all the pressure up the gut, they have forced the one-on-ones and they won the one-on-ones.
Yeah.
25.
Of course, 25.
Gunner over there in the stop. Well, the man who had the sacks early on for Detroit, Dayton Hutchinson. He's watching Al-Quadin Muhammad and a bunch of guys come in there and do it. He's watching the sideline, loving every second of it.
Well, Geico's 85 years isn't just about time, you know. It means experience. I mean, put it this way. If I told you I'd been jarring raspberry preserves for 85 years, what would you think? Well, at first, you'd be like, that's got to be some scrumptious jam. And then you'd think, he looks fantastic. I must know his skincare routine.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Big buck.
You know, most people quit their New Year's resolutions by the second Friday in January. It's called Quitter's Day. Look it up. But what if we didn't quit right after starting? Or because it's raining or something? What if we had some extra motivation? This year, what if a little bit of help on our wrists could help us quit quitting?
In 50 years with my best friend.
Oh yeah, that too.
It absorbs stills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker.
With Chevy Equinox EV, you can wake up every day with a full charge. Your crew can have a roomy, no-compromise interior. And starting around $34,995, you and your money can go further in America's most affordable EV with over 315 miles of range. Equinox EV, a vehicle you know, value you'd expect, and a dealer right down the street. Go EV without changing a thing. Chevrolet, together let's...
Yeah.
Sure, a meal like this is an option, But this is Applebee's really big meal deal. Choose our new hand-breaded Big Cluckin' Chicken Sandwich or the stacked classic bacon cheeseburger, plus endless fries and drinks, all for just $9.99.
Back in Detroit, where Aiden Hutchinson is on the sidelines for the first time since its injury week 6. He has been very involved down here, looking at the tablet, coaching guys up, telling them they're playing championship defense. And speaking of championships, you may have heard that he said he'd be back if the Lions are in the Super Bowl. I asked him about that comment. He said, I can't give you a timeline, no promises, but I'm manifesting getting back.
26, Jahmyr Gibbs taking off again. Gibbs in the inside move. Tackle, the ball comes out at the end, and Brock Wright gets on it for Detroit. Long run for Gibbs, pushed out at the end by Murphy, but Brock Wright kept hustling.
This is why everybody loves the outside zone, because if it pops, there's nobody left to defend it. And Gibbs is somebody that once he gets a half a step, it is over. People don't catch him. You can see what was happening with Cameron Bynum. He turned and sprinted at an angle like he was chasing Usain Bolt or something. That looked like a lot of the Detroit Lions running game we've seen all year, to be honest.
Has a 47-yard gain for Gibbs. He goes over 100 yards. That's the 27-yard line. To him inside for 4 to the 23. So the Lions here, Chris, tonight have run 55 plays, and Gibbs has had a 25 of the 55.
And he's been brilliant. And the flip side is that Minnesota on the other side is 3 for 14 now on 3rd and 4th downs.
Yeah.
And the red zone's been horrible, right? So all the money downs for Minnesota on offense, they have not made plays. Or the Detroit Lions have made plays on the defensive side. I tell you, if you want to make a case for how to be a head coach, do what Aaron Glenn has done tonight against this offense.
Lots of folks taking notice, as they have the last couple of years, with Glenn, the defensive coordinator. Yes. First down, inside the 15, tackled 14 by Bynum. Over 103 straight games, Barry Sanders, last Lion, to do that. And Gibbs with 161 yards of scrimmage. That's one more than he had against the Vikings in the first game between these teams.
You know, Mike, sometimes when we do a Steelers game, when the Steelers are playing well and they're beginning to grind it out, and then the fourth quarter, and you can see a team just begin to wear down and sort of right down Mike Tomlin's alley, right, when they're playing like that. That's what it feels like when the Lions get it going.
From the 14, connect with Gibbs, 5 more to the 19, and Chris, it feels like a wear down the Vikings' 3rd and 4th quarter, and that comes back to an offensive line that has seen Aaron Glenn's defense do the job, and now they're doing their part as they get the ball back after the Vikings are stopped.
Yeah, I think Aaron Glenn deserves a little vacation on the beach there. He looked very comfortable. I think he's a confident guy. You know, he said that he called a couple of old friends, including Deion Sanders, to see if they could play quarterback for him or not in this game. He said, no, I don't think so, but he said, well, I'll play my guys then. They played really well.
Goff, not much there. Concerted upfield to try to minimize the loss of yards. He'll be able to bounce back at the 13-yard line. Should be a credited sack to Jonathan Bullard. Doesn't get many of them. Let's see if they give him a sack or not. The 3rd down coming up, and a must stop here for Kevin O'Connell's team.
But Kevin O'Connell now is going to have to acknowledge something, and that is that this is an offense that needs to be able to get the ball out of their hands on their side and not allow pressure packages like they've seen tonight out of the Lions to beat them up and force their quarterback to sprint wide.
3rd and 9. Throws it complete short of the 1st down at the 7-yard line to Laporta. And a field goal makes it an 18-point game, thus a 3-score game. And for the moment, Campbell will leave his offense out there.
All right, I would kick this field goal.
Some of the analytics there, you can see. Question, the Lions went for it on 4th down all the time. what they did in the NFC Championship game, up 14 on 4th and 2, up 3 on 4th and 3, and went for it. Lining up to go for it here. And caught it. Conversation here. Make sure they've all got the same thing. Is it offside on Minnesota and a first down?
Neutral zone infraction, defense, number 42. Half the distance to the goal, the yardage is enough for a first down.
All right, it all dates back to Sean McVay. Listen. So turbo set is the activation code. That is when they typically snap the ball. Turbo, the next sound, they snap the ball. They went up there with the dummy snap count on that one, and that time they told the offensive line, we're not snapping the ball. They built it up, turbo set, and after the entire game, the Minnesota Vikings defense had been seeing them go on turbo set. They didn't that time.
And that's the team that goes for it all the time. So of course they're going to go for it on 4th down, except for the time that they didn't. And first and goal, and the inside run for Gibbs, still going to the goal line. Number 4 on the night. A night to remember. Brown, that guy, ties the Lions record for touchdowns in a game.
You want to describe this offense, here's how you do it. Watch all the guys coming up at the end of this and pushing their offensive teammate into the end zone for the touchdown. We see that time after time, and it has simply been sort of the personification, really, of the spirit of this football team.
Bates adds the extra point for the 64th time, as many as anyone in the league this year. The man from Motown might be staying here in January.
He looks down at his queen and says,
Au revoir, mademoiselle. Au bientôt.
let's work on that French, shall we?
À revoir, mademoiselle. À bientôt.
Au revoir, bientôt.
More, à bientôt.
Au revoir, mademoiselle. À bientôt.
Now search with AI Assistant in the Hotels.com app.
I joined SoFi because they've helped millions of members earn more money, save more money, borrow better, and invest for their ambitions. Join the generational player. SoFi. Get your money right.
It's here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel? Caramel. Whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's.
The booking app I used didn't have agent force, so an AI agent didn't know to move my reservations inside or know what I like to eat, which is not bad.
What's up, my brother? Oh, hey, man. We really needed this rain, right?
Agent Force helps restaurants prevent dining disasters.
Battle on over.
It's what AI was meant to be.
We got you, brother.
Let's Monopoly go! Chris! Kiki! Ready, tycoons? It's go time! Cash grab!
Kiki, I won again?
Ah! Daddy will be back soon! Oh, we're swimming in it now!
Winston.
Nothing beats playing with friends, except bankrupting friends.
Mike, this look at Amik Robertson is brought to you by Bounty. There it is. What a night by number 21. Amik Robertson matched up against one of the great receivers in the game, maybe in the history of the game, and yet every time he has had to make a play, he has gone toe-to-toe, nose-to-nose on the outside with Justin Jefferson, and he has what? He has a lot to do with why they were willing to go out and play man coverage. Aaron Glenn believed in him. He let him match against Justin Jefferson, and they won this game in large part the job he did.
Another touchback. Here's Melissa.
Yeah, like Justin Jefferson and Amik Robertson, they go way back. They faced each other in both high school and college in Louisiana. And Justin told me that playing against Amik draws out his competitive spirit, makes him go a little harder. He loves these matchups with the back and forth and the trash talk. And he said Amik is definitely a big trash talker. With a guy like that, you just have to make a couple big plays to shut him up. It doesn't seem like he shut him up tonight.
Robertson's name's going to be talked about a lot coming out of this game, and what he's done is Chris has detailed throughout this season. Again, free agent acquisition by the Lions, who remade their secondary, which was the weak spot last year.
Calling in.
5-10 to go. And a pass to Hopkinson is erased by Anzalone, and we're talking about Crossing off Mensa for Minnesota, all the great stuff he's done. Brian Holmes, the executive VP, the general manager, guy who's built this Lions team. Signed Amik Robertson, 2 years, $9 million. You talk about a signing that paid off. Just among the acquisitions and the drafting that this Lions organization has done. Trying to win back-to-back division titles here tonight.
Yeah.
And Sam's going to take off, get a first down, get out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Stopping the clock until the next snap as we're under 5 minutes with 4:35 to go.
You know, they
4:35 to go.
This year, right? They just did. They brought in Carlton Davis from the Bucs. They brought in Amik Robertson, and they drafted Terrion Arnold. Well, now Amik Robertson's the only one that's left, and he was supposed to play in the slot, but because everybody got hurt, they had to put him outside. And by golly, he's been better outside than he was in the slot, and he was good out there. And then they had Brian Branch that they could substitute back into the slot. So we're in that time of year now where everybody's got to be able to play everywhere, and Robertson's versatility has come up huge here.
And the flag is down for delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
This Minnesota team's not done by any stretch, Chris, because both of these teams were sensational on the road this year. Minnesota's only loss was in LA, and in that game they lost their left tackle right before halftime.
But this was the night to get them. With their defense was hurting, they're missing key guys. This was the night to get them, and they didn't have answers.
Here's Naylor, around 8, gets out of bounds. Branch took him there, 4.5 to go.
4.5 to go.
We talked about that injury to Darisaw. Their outstanding left tackle really was the standout guy on their offensive line. Cam Robinson has come in at left tackle and really done a good job for this team. They traded for him right at the deadline from Jacksonville. You don't find left tackles on the side of the road who come in and do what he's done. Darnold, big ball downfield, nothing there for Naylor, but there's a flag down around the 41-yard line.
Holding. Defense. Number 29. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
That's on Kendall Mildor of the Lions, is now in as the corner because of the injury to Arnold.
He did start weeks 12 and 13 because of some injuries. He's a good player.
Come on in, everybody.
Got caught on that one. But, Mike, you don't take a team that's sort of ravaged at the cornerback position and go, I got an idea. Let's play Justin Jefferson and these guys more man-to-man. Let's just go take them on. That's what they did. And they not only got away with it, it was huge, and they look like they've got a plan now going forward.
Arnold as he threw that pass to the bounce up to him. As he's marked as a catch at the 47-yard line. Take a peek at that. 10 to go.
Yeah.
Hands down on the ground if he caught it. He did. Terrific hands from Hopkinson. Got a underneath. Still in all, Dane Campbell's going to throw a challenge flag.
Sam Darnold is limping all over the place out there. They're out to look on him right now.
Mentioned he was getting pressure right in his face as he threw. Look at the peek at
Detroit
this.
is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch. Timeout.
We'll see what they say as they look at it. Here's what they're going to look at in New York. Looked like it bounced from our booth here. In our angle, you saw where his hands were underneath. This is what happened as Darnold got his feet tangled inside there and came up limping. We'll check on both after this.
We'll see what they say.
I was out on a delivery, but I came across a snake, a rattler.
FedEx presents 12 Tales of True Deliveries.
There we were, driver versus reptile. Our battle was legendary.
Because just like your team, you take risks. Walmart Plus. It's Walmart Plus.
The season comes down to this. So well watching that go, man. Everybody in this house is ready for this mouse to get the goal from the first snap.
Yeah.
After review, the ruling of a catch has been determined it was incomplete. Detroit has one more challenge, and they are not charged for timeout.
Right, so that last look from behind, we saw more of the ball bouncing on the ground. So the reset brings it back to 2nd and 10 with 4:20 to go. It's Darnold limping after the last play, hangs in, stays in, and finds Jefferson, who lost the football on the deflection to the hands of Josh Pascal, who's taking off and out of bounds around the 30, up to determine if it was a catch, fumble, or incomplete. Kendall Gilmore out to the
Ruling
win.
on the field is a catch, fumbled and recovered by the defense.
Defense.
It's first down, Detroit.
Detroit.
He's going to look at it.
Ball definitely looked like it got tucked away. Little punch out.
Does he do something after the catch 1-2? Expedited review says incomplete. Catch 1-2. Terry?
Absolutely, Mike. He does not take that additional step with control before he loses control. That's incomplete pass.
16 seconds.
2, punch out.
Thank you, sir. And great use of the expedited review.
I can't look at the chain there. Justin Jefferson down thinking about last week getting ripped off last week.
Playing the Packers, carrying the balance on in coverage. Chain came off. Justin found a way to keep going and didn't lose the chain. You left yours at home. This is under the tide. Check that clock. Minnesota tonight. 3 of 12 on 3rd down. 0-4 in this half.
Come on in.
Jumped on by Anzalone and ruled incomplete. It'll be fourth and
Incomplete. Wings up. Fourth. Down.
A few moments later.
And at least giving them that
3 hours and 37 minutes later. And
A few moments.
when the trade happened, it came here to a team that was at the top of the NFC and may end the night on top of the NFC as the #1 seed.
ball start. 5-yard penalty. Puts the ball at the Minnesota 43.
Delay of game. Offense, number 14. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So that's 2 on this drive for Minnesota.
It was interesting. We had a chance to talk with Zadarius Smith, and he was on that Vikings team a couple of years ago. He goes, these offensive linemen are the same. I know their weaknesses. Maybe he does.
He's a stint with the Bears, shy of the NFC North cycle. He's played with the Packers, the Vikings, and now here, hoping to get a ring with the Lions. 4th and 15. And of course, his first is coming. Darnold throws. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
And that has been the story of the night. The Lions creating effective pressure, rushing Darnold, who was 18 of 41 on the night.
Like, these are cover zeros here. You don't have time to throw it way down there. These guys are running routes all the way down the field. You got to break this off or your quarterback's going to die. They're sending one more than you have blockers. And all night long, Sam Darnold has just been getting hit and hit and hit. What a performance. I've seen a lot this season. This is a stunning defensive performance by the Detroit Lions.
Greg Reynolds, the back, swung out to Jameson Williams. With a flag down, Williams taken down by Cameron Bondon. That was Springin Williams.
Pass interference. Offense, number 89. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
Right, the tight end.
Take a look on the outside against Metellus. Down the field.
Blocked too soon. So back it up to 1st and 20. Tiffany O'Connell's thoughts of 4 minutes away from it all likely returning to a game in a place where
Yeah.
he was before being the Vikings head coach. LA against the Rams.
Peace.
Goes down to stay in bounds and gets 18 yards.
Gain of 18. Oh.
Guard weekend, powered by Verizon. Here is the lineup. First 3 of the AFC games. Chargers, Texans on CBS, Steelers, Ravens on Prime Video, and then Sunday afternoon begins with the Broncos in Orchard Park. And then the NFC wildcard games. Green Bay,